Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dead Island.
Yeah.
Tonight I am joined by the magnificent Lilith Knox.
Hello. I'm very fucking eepy.
Indeed. And the wonderful Whispers once again.
Hello, hello. I am significantly less eepy, but still eepy.
So when last we
Insomnia
Eepy
sucks,
squad
friends. Don't get insomnia.
Don't 0 out of 10. Can't recommend insomnia.
No.
left off, we had explored and done some work for some scientists who are very bad at their science.
Yeah, we
Indeed.
spent most of... I love how right up until this stream, we spent most of the game, like, loving it. But then last stream, yesterday, we just ripped these scientists to shreds, man. Alu, also, can you look at me for a second?
Yes.
Just so stream can see me. Hey, Orang, I can do it in this... Just because I see Orang in chat, I can do it in this game, too.
Mhm.
Oh, wait, I messed it up. 1 second.
Are you alright?
They know what I'm doing. They know what it means.
I see.
Okay.
I can tap strafe in Dead Island, too. It's a weird Apex movement tech that I just taught Orang.
Ah.
Where you can slide and then jump, and then mid-air jump, you can do like a 90-degree direction change. And keep your momentum. I think we are stuck between a tree and the fence.
It's a tree, a truck, and the fence.
You are not touching anything. That hitbox is just way bigger than the actual model.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Wait, there's not even a hitbox here. You're stuck on nothing.
Well, I suppose we're...
Are we hoofing it?
I suppose so.
Indeed.
Okay.
I just want to go this way for a moment. See if there's... anything...
You know, I'm gonna just... Maybe we turn it off and turn it back on.
Yeah, probably.
Wait, what do you mean?
Damn.
He wasn't stuck on anything. He's clear. Like, the car is clearly stuck on a fucking corner.
Oh, it's this corner that's grabbing.
Yeah.
I was over on... You don't gotta be mean about it. I was over on the opposite side. Yeah, I don't think that's something we can get out unless we just hit it with another car. But if we had another car, we'd just drive the other car.
Exactly. Well, some angry individuals over here, of some flavor.
No, bonking angry individuals.
I got the car free.
Yo,
Excellent.
Nice.
You issued me a challenge. I have succeeded in the challenge.
Gotta hand it to you. You did succeed at the challenge.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
Proud indeed.
Ah.
So how is everyone doing today?
And Whispers, I'm not being mean. I am literally just too tired to mask with the happy voice.
That's so fish. Yeah, it's just.
So you
yeah,
you get
the tone,
unmasked.
You get
Yeah, you get unmasked, Lilith. And I am not being a dick on purpose. I just sound that way.
That's so fair.
Take
Yeah,
that to Monroe at the lab.
understandable.jpg from first person experience.
Where?
Please,
Okay, no worries.
go.
Oh,
Hello, Dog Red. How are you doing
Welcome.
today? Although, you say hello humans to a group that is Distinctly
have,
non-human.
We have a demon, a eldritch void man. We just call him Void Man, and then a devil.
I call him a collective hallucination because that's what he is.
That's true. Yeah, anytime you hear Alu speak, no you don't. Collective hallucination.
Collective hallucination.
AKA Void Man. See, you know he's a hallucination, because just earlier he was right up there, now he's down here.
Yeah.
My brain isn't, yeah, it can't track the continuity. Because it's not real.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like there's probably another factor for why continuity is not being tracked on that front, but...
That's fair. Hulu tier? To perish.
I feel like this comes down to a bit of a skill issue.
Damn.
Damn, okay.
My love has chosen violence.
You ain't getting any med packs today. I bought a bunch of large med packs last stream solely so I could be like tank support hybrid.
Again.
For the last act, you get no, you don't get to leave.
Well, I mean, we're not going anywhere for the entire stream.
Something useful.
I'm holding this stream hostage, chat.
What?
We're going into next week. Dead Island will never end.
Well, here's a contrast for you.
Let me out. I haven't done anything to you.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Which of us is in a comfy chair?
Fuck.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's real. You got me on that one. You got me there. Oh, I wanna hear y'all's thoughts on this because I was talking to Orang, Ashley, Storms, and all this, and I was lamenting the number of like banger songs that are like plagued in the eye of a lot of people. Like a lot of people won't listen to them because they only know them as songs from Twilight. Like Muse has an entire album full of bangers, but they're the soundtrack to the Twilight movie, and so a bunch of people just hate them because that's what they associate it with. And I'm like, no, please, they're so good.
I mean, you can't help people's associations with the stuff.
No, but I can lament that people are missing out on fantastic music because of those associations.
Indeed.
Which I, in fact, do.
I mean, I lament the fact that people miss out on music because bands decide to do shitty things. So,
Yeah, that too.
yeah. Like, it's unfortunately just a thing.
It's hard
Yup.
to concentrate when you're lightheaded.
Yeah, not a bad thing on their part, not a condemnation of them, but I do indeed lament
Definitely.
For them. I weep
Thank you.
for their souls.
Keep up the good work.
Cause Muse put out bangers, Paramore put out bangers, Cold by Aqualung and Lucy. Her name starts with an S, and I can never get her last name right. But she featured with Aqualung on the song Cold, and oh my goodness, their work on that was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I could yap about it I'm too much of a music nerd to be permitted to yap about this any longer.
Oh, where are you going?
Oh, hey, a Dio bomb.
There's a thing you can do back here to secure the food and water warehouse.
Oh, I follow you. I help.
Excellent.
Hey, well, I'm gonna come around to meet you, but I
don't trust you.
Good. You shouldn't.
Oh,
Why do you think they say never make a deal with the devil? Like, there's a whole phrase about this. Don't trust me. I'll turn you into a pretty red rock. Lilith, turn around. I have something very
but murder.
Oh, murder. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, murder takes precedent. That's so valid, actually. Oh, spinny dude. Ow. I almost got yeeted off the cliff, I think.
Okay, they're dead now.
Okay. Go. Do a crime. I'm getting whacked by something.
Oh. Well, so you can keep the Dio bomb. I will kill myself with it.
I was gonna give you the opportunity to bring the bit full circle by team killing Alu with it.
No.
In a air quote tragic accident.
I mean, the difference is that one of these would have still been unintentional.
Indeed.
It
Also,
was still
I'm more
unintentional,
likely
but
to
it's very
kill
funny.
myself than I am to kill him.
That's fair. Oh, there's a workbench in here, and we'll have to fight through a charger to get it, but... Ow. Oh man, I might die.
Wait.
I don't know how that didn't... Oop, I have perished.
But yeah, I have no intention of ever watching the Twilight movies, so whatever music is in there will never have that association to me.
Yeah. Based, honestly.
Oh, oh no. He's almost behind me.
I murdered all the enemies for you.
Wonderful.
How kind.
Ask Whispers when he'll build his base.
Aw.
Their base, yeah, that's...
Yeah,
Whispers
first,
is,
they're
they, them.
But
Yeah.
what base?
Probably,
no
What do
idea.
you speak of?
That's what Dogred wanted me to ask.
probably, I would presume in Minecraft.
What do you mean,
or-
when am I building? Orang, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Orang?
Is it in Minecraft?
I feel like this
I
is an
built
in
my base
Minecraft thing.
No, I have my base in Minecraft. In both of the servers I'm in. Is the cyberpsychosis taking over? It might be.
Probably.
It's a very real, it is a very real possibility. Let's not, mince words, I guess. That's not the phrase I'm looking for, but it's the phrase I'm going to use. The cyberpsychosis taking a full hold of me is a very real possibility in any given moment. I acknowledge this.
Are we committing violence to get access to the...
Oh, we are committing violence. I don't know if it's to get access to things. Me and Al are just beating the shit out of it.
It is not currently to get access to things. It's more just... I know I never came over here before, so I was curious if there's any...
Oh
if there's anything-
god, nope, 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 nope,
Oh,
nope,
oh,
nope.
is
I
it-
can't do anything against that charger by myself.
Oh.
Ah, you found the room. Ow. Man, I got really bad at murdering.
Yeah. Alright, I'm dead.
Right.
I think I have joined you in the afterlife. This charger is like... working us, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, a beefy boy. Oh Jesus, he kicked me and did half of my health and damage. Ah! Well, I have perished again.
Oh. But also, this
I am a
is...
glass
There we go,
cannon.
he's down.
But also...
They're trying to make themselves understood challenge. Damn.
But this is not a base building survival sort of game. It's very much a
Yeah,
co-op.
no.
This is a co-op campaign.
It's very much just murder, yeah. Sir, I need you out of the corner.
Alright. I have anger in case of emergency.
Minigame. Hey, I found a mod here. Bodily harm.
You like inflicting bodily harm.
I also love not having to do next to the computer. Where am I?
Ah.
I also love not having to do the stupid door minigame. Just hold forward. It's the best part of the charge perk. It's the part I use the most, but also my favorite. I mean, the part I use the least, but also my favorite.
Valid. Yeah, because getting the timing for breaking down the door is... dubious.
Just a pain. Yeah. It do be some dubious timing.
Oh, I think Alu got this mod already.
I
'Cause
did.
This is the Tonfa specific one.
Yeah.
Still, it's good to...
Yeah, I was wondering where the fuck it was when you were like, oh,
Thank you.
I found a mod.
One less problem to worry about. I'm working on something quite fascinating. There's a mutation of the contagion, which is causing some of the infected to putrefy at a very rapid rate. This causes a powerful buildup of internal gases, creating pressure so intense that it actually causes them to explode.
Yes, we've
If you can
experienced them
find
many
me
times.
5
Yeah,
cases of this
right.
specific mutation, that would be extremely helpful.
Oh, dude, we've seen a hell of a lot more than 5. Does he want floater meat? Is that what he's
Suicide meat.
Thank you.
Suicide. I think I
Yeah.
might have some.
Your forest space is empty and you have left Alice with too many decisions. None desu ka?
My what? Yeah. Wait. Okay. If you're, at this point, it's clear you're a astral member. So, first, this is not an astral stream. Second, I have been recovering from 2 back-to-back hurricanes, gamer. I put this in announcements. Things been busy.
Yeah, y'all need to fucking chill.
I haven't been around because I've been trying to, like, stabilize everything and then make what plans I had beforehand, which included these streams, still work despite all of that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
very
I
touch
also
and go
don't-
for a while.
Yeah, I also don't know, what you mean by empty. That's just not true.
Also, the suicide meat quest seems to be continuous, so
Cool.
Have good food, Ash.
Enjoy your noms.
indeed, do enjoy your dinner. Alright.
Yeah.
Car time. Ouch.
Aloe just takes off as you're getting into the car. No ride for you.
Okay, so does that do damage to you if I start moving before you're fully in?
No, that didn't hurt me.
Okay.
It does make ouchy noises though.
Ah, fair. Well, I mean, the ouchie noises are fine. As long as you're not taking actual damage, that's fine.
Yeah, no real damage. Also, speaking of real damage, my hand no longer hurts like a bitch, so that's nice.
Excellent.
Okay, Dog Red, I'm gonna say something real quick. As somebody who is also a member of Astral and everything, please, if you understand that somebody is going through a time, coming onto someone else, following them onto someone else's stream to ask them about the projects that you know are on hiatus is incredibly rude.
Yeah.
And makes it seem like you do not care about them as a person and just for the stuff that they are doing for that community, which is very demoralizing to the person in question, because we are people too, and I may not be, a big mod TM like Whispers is, but this is a community where we want to foster connection and mutual understanding and support, and this is not how we do that. And I mean this with love and respect, because I recognize you're probably one of the younger folks around then, so this may not be something that has ever been brought up to you before, but keep that in mind when somebody says, hey, I'm going to be when somebody says, hey, I'm going to get, to this thing, I've just had IRL shit going on, trust them to get to the thing, and in their own time. Don't come to other spaces to ask them about it.
Before we start this, I'm being texted, which my parents know I'm streaming, which means it's something important.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean? Dog, okay, wait a minute. Now we're getting into it. Dog, we weren't talking about the D&D thing. That was not a response to the D&D thing.
Yeah. I'll gladly talk about D&D all day, every day.
Well, now you're just trying to pivot and goalpost shift. We were addressing the coming on and bugging me about astral things. Come on. Just own it, be cool about it. We're just trying to give you some helpful advice about, general stream etiquette. I am gonna go deal with this really quick though. and see what's
Absolutely.
going on.
Yeah. Go do the thing. But yeah, I'll gladly talk about D&D all day, any day. The classes I usually play most in D&D is Rogue and Cleric. Rogue based on preference, Cleric based on I tend to join parties and backfill whatever like people need, which nobody wants to play the healer or the tank. So I usually end up playing the healer and or the tank. Which is very much Cleric.
If only the shop would bring back that high rarity shotgun, because I finally have the currency for it again.
That's why the game was just like, we're gonna tease you with this, and then we're not gonna give it to you. Go fuck yourself.
Indeed. Because now I have 55,000 available,
Jesus.
which would be great. Great.
I'm still just under 25k. What the fuck?
Part is probably that by being a ranged class, I don't spend as much currency with repairs.
Yeah, fair. I do repair the same 2 weapons over and over again.
Yeah, and I think higher level and higher upgrade weapons cost a little bit more to repair each time as well.
Yeah.
So
Also, I tend to die more because I get
Also
into
true.
up close combat than you. I wasn't trying to gang up on him, Orang. I was just explaining because honestly, a lot of people aren't taught etiquette like that, and if they're not taught, how are they expected to learn it?
indeed, it's
And also, like, I am
Let's take a look, shall
autistic,
we?
and I'm very tired, which means I am not masking my tone currently, which may mean I may come off more severe than I intend. My apologies. I literally do not have the energy to come off more gentle than my flat affect would have me do. So at least what I was saying was a genuine, hey, this just may not have been explained to you before, so let me educate you on it, so that way you know. Because other people can be very nasty about it. And I prefer to not be that person, and I prefer to help people not have to deal with those kinds of encounters.
follow me for a moment. But yeah, no,
Yes.
it's there's a little chest right
Oh,
over here.
thank you. And there's also an ID. Yeah, no, I get it.
It's important to affirm that this is just kind of standard etiquette, rather than because having people echoing the sentiment does help to establish that it's not just one person's
One
thoughts.
person. Yeah, especially because we've also had people come into Alu's chat being rude as fuck, like, unrelated, sort of stuff, but come into Alu's chat being rude as fuck, and then trying to tell people like me to sit the fuck down when, I gently explain to them, hey, what you're doing is rude. Like...
Yeah, it's it's going to just offer the possibility of actually explaining things. Indeed.
Yeah, Alu is in fact a national treasure. Thank you for recognizing that. Welcome
I'm
back.
so sorry about how long that took.
No worries.
You're good. We were having a conversation with Orang.
Ah.
But yeah, no, Alu is in fact a national treasure, and that is also why when people come into, you know, the rare times people have come into the chat being rude,
It is exceptionally rude.
and there's also a reason why I have the mod sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
So what happened? What did I...
Oh, Orang just said like,
Oh, I
hey,
see
you
that.
know,
Yeah.
that felt like they were getting ganged up on. It's just kind of explaining like that at least was not my intention. I was trying to gently explain, because you can't learn if it's not explained to you. Like, people do not come into the world with knowledge, right?
Yeah, it's... There's definitely one thing to... It's important to offer the opportunity to explain things rather than just giving a general aggressive stop, you know?
Yeah.
You saved my life for the second time, so I owe you one, yeah? Your friend wasn't lying. I do know the way to the prison. It's fucking dangerous, so I don't like to go. But if you want, I'll take you there. Before we go, though, we gotta stop in town and get some necessary things.
Alright.
I wanna
Cinnamon
murder this
clerics
man.
and druids. You know, I could never really get into druids. I always forget, like, parts of my kit when I play druids.
That's fair.
Like, they can do so much, right? That I genuinely just forget some of the shit that they can do.
Yeah, it's the one downside of being able to do so many things. It's also easy to forget that, hey, I can do a thing here.
Yeah.
Listen, friends. There are two things that need to be taken care of before we head out. First thing is gas for the boat. We won't get there on fumes. The second thing is something special for Titus, so he lets us through. Otherwise, we can forget about ever getting inside.
With wielding the mod
So
sword,
what's
I
it
muted
gonna be?
Ashley once for the bit.
Can confirm, it was very funny.
Okay then. You'll find a fuel at the gas station.
I tend to be the serious TM mod.
Stash for Titus in a red container
So
by
I'm
seaside.
usually the one
Here's
that,
the
you
key to
know,
the storage unit.
explains things and,
Watch the
like,
boat.
it doesn't mute people for the bit.
Yeah.
Because I have friends personally who react poorly to it. So, like, I tend to just be like, no, you get the mod actions if, like, I actually believe you deserve the mod actions. But also, no hate to the people who do it for the bit. Sometimes it is funny. I just have poor judgment on when it actually is and isn't, so I just... That was an
Yeah.
exploder, so I just don't. Sorry if I killed anybody else in my blast.
Nope. Only yourself.
Okay, good.
Oh, as long as it's only me, then it's fine.
Correct,
I mean-
actually.
I mean, especially because I was right there with a medkit. So...
Very... If you let me ramble, I would golf on how much I adore Cyrus, my swashbuckler rogue, champion fighter multi-class. I love swashbucklers. Swashbucklers are
rogues?
great. I do.
Because they're the only class that enjoys stabbing as much as you do.
I actually enjoy rogues for more reasons than just that, but that is definitely part of it. Swashbucklers I like because they are just the absolute assholes in combat.
Yeah, because they're allowed to do the good stab almost at all times.
Almost at all times, and also able to get in and out of combat, like, incredibly easily.
Which is like, yeah, rogues are already really good at that if you are using your
Ugh.
action economy well. So
Well-
to be even better at it is, ooh.
Kill the dogs!
Ooh.
It's always worth taking a look.
I cannot believe that I've killed...
Heroes need to perish. There we go.
I cannot believe that I've just killed... I think... 4 individuals with guns. And yet... No ammunition.
Anybody want a slicer?
Nah.
I'll take it.
It's a nice slicer, actually.
I'll take it to sell it, if nothing else. Or for
Oh, yeah,
emergencies.
Yeah, I love all these guys with ammo, but the second they die, all the ammo just evaporates from their pockets. We got a splody boy.
Okay.
You know, I have a, I guess slightly controversial opinion on metagaming in D&D. Which is, metagaming can be good, actually, when used appropriately.
Yeah.
I can't get her out alone.
There are some instances where, like, hell, there are some times where, especially if I'm, like, plotting and scheming with my DM,
Quickly.
sometimes I'll be let in on additional information as a player to, like,
I am so sorry.
you know, maybe help something move along. Like, there are definitely... Oh, hey, dudes.
The door literally burst open right in front of me.
Oh. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so lucky I found a medkit.
More over the fence.
Sansa.
Oh. The downside of fighting these sorts of enemies at the moment is that, sometimes at a glance, if I don't pay attention to the HUD, I can think that one of the enemies walking in is Whispers.
Yeah. That's why I still swing at y'all. I have never, like, quelled the instinct of movement, swing.
If it
was nothing
moves,
I could
it
do.
can die.
Don't kill me.
No, if it bleeds, it can die. Y'all can't bleed. At least not when I hit you.
Don't cooperate. Please save her. She's all I have left.
But yeah,
Absolutely.
listen, I am of the opinion that metagaming can be good at times, especially when it's something like, helping to facilitate other people's stories, or avoiding an encounter that you know is going to TPK.
Those criminals are worse
Yeah.
than the undead.
Like, and mind you, like, these are fairly simple, you know, forms of metagaming, right? And yet, I will see people still go, no form of metagaming ever is okay.
Yeah, because nuance on the internet is hard.
Indeed.
It's a myth.
Yeah. But then again, a lot of the people that I see, like, being
Oh, another
super,
child.
like, oh, you know, I can't, you know, you can't metagame it ever, are also usually the people who get really uppity about, like, consent sheets and consent checks in D&D,
Yeah.
which also fucking run consent sheets unless it's like a group of people you know really well and know what their boundaries are.
Yeah.
And even
in
then,
those
you
groups,
probably
I
should.
still run them, yeah.
Yeah.
If you ask your DM to run, because I've seen the other end of this, which is like just kind of also losing nuance. There are some people who are like, if you have to ask your DM to run a consent sheet, they're inherently a bad DM. Like, a lot of DMs might
That's
be
not
new.
true,
They might
though.
not. Yeah, exactly. That's also dumb.
Well, I mean, also,
But,
if you're
like-
playing a game or a setting or a type of campaign that is going to deal with those darker subjects, like, based on what it is, like Vampire the Masquerade, Wraith the Oblivion, etc.,
yeah.
in a sense, it is not unreasonable for a DM who regularly runs those games to assume that if you are agreeing to play the game, you are agreeing to deal with those darker subjects. That doesn't make them a bad DM. That
Yeah.
just makes them a DM who's used to a different style of DMing.
Yeah, or someone who's like brand new to the TTRPG scene and just unfamiliar with these concepts.
Also, Lilith,
Yeah.
there are
Yes.
two lock chests in here.
Where are you? There you are.
But yeah, it's like, that said, if you ask your DM, because I was mainly responding to, like, the people being, like, weirdly uppity about it, if you ask your DM, hey, can we, like, you know, do consent sheets? And they're like, no, I think consent sheets are stupid. Then it's like,
Then you're a bad DM.
yeah, then you should run from that table. Terminal velocity. Sprint. See, I think knowing your team's kit before it's revealed to you isn't always good, because a lot of times if people are doing like a secret multi-class or something, for example. Now, if the player reveals that, like, obviously, and you know my table rule because we've talked about this before. If you choose to tell everyone else what your kit is, that's fine. But if you, like, if we're on a online setting and like they can't do anything about it or know, and you look at someone else's sheet and you like meta their inventory and their kit without them knowing, like, that's another problem.
Yeah. I'll also say in it's rare instances where I don't think that actually knowing what somebody's kit can do is a is a bad thing anyway.
Right.
Because also, like, knowing what somebody's kit does can facilitate better combat in general. It gives you a better idea of what people are. Hi, did you get stuck? It gives you a better idea of, what other people can do, which means you can be more efficient with your own actions in combat, which in stuff like D&D specifically is kind of necessary, because D&D's action economy is shit. Yeah,
like, absolutely. If you're at that point in the story, you should totally like know each other's kits. And wow, we got DPK'd.
Well then, that was unexpected.
That was quite abrupt. Where even were we supposed to go? I got spawned in such a weird spot. Where do I go from here?
I'm following the GPS marker.
Okay. So.
I see damage numbers.
Yeah, because there's a side quest flag over here.
Yeah. That dude's posters from forever ago.
Are you a thug? You are. Oh.
All right.
But yeah, anyway, continuing on the conversation about knowing people's kits. Like, obviously some exception being made for things like secret, dual classing and stuff like that. Like, if it's something you are intentionally holding back as, like, oh, this is a sort of trump card thing, or like this is a reveal important story, you obviously don't fucking, like, people don't need to know that until it's time.
Ooh.
However, again, I am also speaking in the context of the takes I have seen from people online about this as well, like in the community.
There's a lightning mod over here, by the way.
And we're currently dealing with an exploder.
Ah.
Okay.
You are a good distance away. Well, not that bad, but
So, like, when I say these things, like, they're not being directed at you specifically, Chad, or to anybody here. It is literally just this is the sort of shit that I have seen people saying online.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, do you have another stray metal scrap?
Yeah.
Almost certainly.
I do. I don't know where you are. I don't know how to get... Well, I know where you are. I don't know how to get to you. Oh, hey, a trophy.
Yeah, I was having...
How do I get to that?
Yeah, down that alley you ran down is where I spawned.
I can...
Through here. Yeah, we found our way.
Okay.
I am smart.
Schmort Lilith.
Hi.
Hello there. So the mod is the mod is the trophy.
Ah. Where the trophy is? Moved.
Yeah, I don't know where the trophy is now.
Oh.
We can see it from outside. I don't know where it is.
Oh, yeah, she moved. I didn't even...
Wow! And Pizu is just like, nah, no fucking mod for you. And fucked all the way off.
Yeah. Got scammed.
Indeed.
Yeah, because I didn't even interact with it, that's why I was waiting.
We got scammed in real time.
Wow.
Well, we appreciate you waiting for us at least.
Alright, do you have a spare metal scrap?
Alright.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Because I need one to apply this new upgraded pistol with fire.
Yeah, I got you. I just need to... There it is.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good D&D is a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Though I think I've officially moved away from D&D as a system. Which is sad, because I've been playing D&D for... Oh god, I don't...
Many
26
years.
going
Say
on
many.
27 years. Because I am an old. I am 32 in a couple of months, and I started playing D&D at the age of 5. I learned to read on D&D manuals. So, like, it feels weird to be letting go of something that was such, like, a heavy part of my identity in life. But also, I can't deal with what WotC has done with D&D, and specifically with with them basically saying, no, we're gonna continue using generative AI in our stuff, and nothing you say is going to change it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been moving away from D&D as well. I'm moving to Savage Worlds. Which, funny enough, you mentioned like learning to read on D&D. Storms, I think, has told the story before of they learned to count and do math on Savage Worlds.
I believe that.
It was great. I love how many people who like have like learned skills like that through TTRPGs. It's so cool.
Indeed. And yeah, no, Oring, a lot of people think I'm younger than I am, but that's
Yeah, you
because
are.
I'm terminally online.
You are not the first citrus to have this react. Well, you might be the first citrus, but you're not the first person to have that reaction.
Yeah. I am terminally online, so I speak much younger than I actually am.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, in December I'll be 32.
Half early born.
Thank you.
Oh.
I mean, I could beat your skull then. If that's how you want to. I'm just saying. I have a mace.
Sister who's 28 feels older than you. Yeah, no, it's true, it's true. I grew up in the ye olde days of the internet and everything. Like, I was on the internet during like the heyday of MySpace. I distinctly remember like coding my own profile as a kid. I distinctly remember the age of personal websites. Like, I remember, like, I remember the fucking arguments between cable and satellite.
Yeah.
Like, I'm old enough for that shit.
Are we traveling to abandoned house? What are we following?
think we're-
Flag? I think. Oh, Elle is out here.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, I can...
Wait, you're out here? What the? Your marker just teleported for me.
Yeah, because...
Yeah, same.
Because it was...
Oh.
I
Okay.
actively chose to.
Ah, I see. Okay.
You know, when... There's some things when you're waiting in...
Yeah, I bet that fucking hurt.
If you're waiting for a player, they can sometimes... press...
Teleport.
yeah.
Shotgun mod.
Nice. 25th level up is New Year's Eve. Oh, damn.
Alu over here.
Oh.
Allergy drinks, because you're at half health.
Ah, there.
Emergencies.
MRGs. The thing that I am drinking currently.
Nice.
So you saw the enshittification of everything firsthand? I really did. But also, because I watched the enshittification of everything firsthand, I'm also more than willing to aggressively go back and fix shit. Because I know for a fact we can do better. I've seen it. Which, by the way, there has been a bit of a resurgence in, things like, personal websites. If you haven't, seen that yet, I highly recommend looking into it. Learning, HTML and CSS is actually a very fun hobby.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I'm totally not, you know, just trying to drag everybody into my ADHD hyperfixation with me.
Definitely not.
Definitely
Never
not.
would do that.
Nope.
Now, if you didn't manage to, Nikki would, because she's already also getting really into that and dragging all of us dissonant systems peeps into it.
Good. Good. Nostalgia, that's currently Y2K early internet nostalgia. It's not just like early internet nostalgia. It's also a radical rejection of the fact that the majority of the internet has been concentrated within roughly 5 sites within the Western world. And people going, no, fuck that. Given the fact that as, you know, things get further and further condensed, fewer and fewer people have you know, total control over things. And when all of that control is put into the hands of, you know, 3 or 4 individuals, yeah, like let's be real, it's about 3 or 4 individuals. You know, things get enshittified even faster. On top of the fact that information, you know, gets heavily suppressed and you know, the actual creativity of the internet ends up being lost, which is also a symptom of fascism. Having a wide, open, and highly customized web is actually a resistance against fascism, believe it or not. So yeah, trust me, it's not just nostalgia. There's actually a really good reason and movement behind it.
Yeah, because like even if you just think of it logistically, imagine all control of the internet is shared across not a massive like thousands, hundreds of thousands. Imagine it's shared across just 100 people. In the grand scheme of things, 100 people is not a large amount of people, especially for the entire internet.
Yep.
But getting 100 people to agree on what really important information to censor, do you realize how hard that's gonna be? Now, if it's only anywhere less than 10, suddenly becomes way easier. But just getting it to like up to 50 people, 100 people, suddenly that becomes so much more difficult to do.
Yeah, unless they're all part of you know, certain organizations.
Right.
But that's without getting into conspiracy theories.
Right. Like it is surprisingly easy, the small number of hands that have to like manage to split control up to make things significantly better.
Found Lilith's special interest. I have so many special interests.
So very many.
That's the fun thing about being audio ADHD, is that I will have multiple very deep special interests.
You want a piece of me?
Most autistic people usually only have like 1 or 2, and that gets super deep. I have multiple.
Autism and ADHD. The true combo.
Yeah. It's the reason why I call it the neurospicy combo platter.
Yep.
I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm hoping that the line guides me true.
I assume to the car. Are you carrying the fuel canister?
I don't know where the car is.
I'll bring it around to you.
Oh, okay.
Let me in.
Yeah, I didn't know that we had a working car, so I was just gonna fucking
Fair.
follow the line.
Yeah, fair. The car was just right here, and honestly, the city really has not had... is this the first or second working car we found in the city?
I think first.
First.
Within just this city? Yeah, this is the first one. Oh, well, I liked seeing. There we go.
I have collected so many letters. The list of things that I've been officially diagnosed with is very short. The list of suspected things is very high. Especially because, despite the fact that I have, you know, peer-reviewed ADHD into autism, I'm not officially diagnosed. It's just really obvious, right? The only thing I'm officially, diagnosed with is schizophrenia.
Perish.
But yeah, I am multiple different flags in the alphabet mafia community. I have, obviously, you know, ADHD and autism. Anybody who's talked to me for longer than 30 seconds can tell you that. Suspected hypermobility disorder, which is most likely HEDS, but could be any number of things. I'm collecting all the letters.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Orang is also heavily peer reviewed. Orang said, I'm not sure I have ADHD, or I don't think I have autism or ADHD, and literally all of us in Dissonant busted out into fucking laughter. Instantly. We all,
Yeah.
like, it wasn't even trying to be mean, we just couldn't contain it, it was so fucking funny.
That's what we do with Lily.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, my love? Because you've been around for some of that.
Indeed.
Lily likes to claim that she's normal and neurotypical. Yeah, we all laugh.
Yeah. It's the Gremlin Brigade ritual of laugh at Lily for nothing.
Alu is legitimately the most normal person among us, which is saying something.
Yeah, most normal is the key word there. Not normal, just most. It's a relative term.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alu's the only person who, like, didn't score above 100 on, like, the Radzar.
I gotta take that again, see where I score now. That'd be a fun time.
Because we collectively bullied him into doing it.
Yes.
That did some damage.
Knowing me, I'll do the thing of, you know, some kind of question, and I'll be like, damn it, why aren't these questions worded clearly enough?
Yeah.
167, yeah, that tracks. So incredible.
That's about what I got too, yeah.
Not like one of this poster.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, Orang, you and I are about the same level, you know, autistic.
Yeah, that tracks, actually. Lilith and Orang being about the same level of tism, that tracks really well.
Yeah, I was lucky in that I was given the heads up of if you need to ask clarifying questions, the answer is yes.
Yeah. Yeah. 167 and 170, yeah. Hey, you're nothing if not consistent.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
We are
Certified Orang moments.
Yeah.
Water's getting choppy as hell.
I don't think it's that we innately know how to find our own. It's that we tend to get along better with people who are like us because of the communication issues that happen between neurodivergent and neurotypical people.
Right, there's this, like, perpetual tension when you're talking to a neurotypical person. And then you realize that tension isn't there, and you're like, wait a minute. You're one of us.
Yeah, so, like, it's not even like we innately, like, find them. It is just when we do happen to find somebody who is neurodivergent, which is a much more common thing than most people realize, they're just the relationships that tend to actually last longer. Which, if nothing else, is also the reason why we're all convinced Alu is some form of neurospicy.
Oh, yeah, there's gotta be. You don't have that amount of madness.
Without being spicy in some form.
Yeah.
Current working theory is Alu doesn't have the, may not have the tism, but he's definitely ADHD. Ow.
Yeah, I have no idea why I didn't pop Fury instantly with all those dudes.
Thanks for Molotoving me.
Oh.
You murdered me. This is twice now you have murdered me.
For
with
what it's
items
worth,
that I have given
murdered
you.
myself.
Okay, but I'm pointing out, this is twice now he's murdered me with items I have given him.
Speaking of,
That's what makes it particularly funny.
let's whip a deal bomb.
No. Run. Scatter.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, my love, but I think when we had you do the red star, you got like 80 or something, didn't you? Like you scored above like neurotypical levels, but you did not score nearly as high as the rest of us.
I believe it was mid to high 70s. My gun wants to say 7. My gun wants to say around 78.
Mm-hmm.
I have good lockpick box for level 3.
No, it's not. At least not for me.
God, that was awful.
Yeah, it's 60 something because nobody who took the nobody neurotypical who took the assessment scored above, I believe, a 62. But typically, for it to be considered like an actual diagnosable autism, I believe it has to be higher than that. Because in order to be diagnosed with autism, it has to be, you have to be autistic enough for it to like impact your daily life, aka not easily masked, which I have opinions about, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, there's a good machete over here though, if anybody needs it.
Yeah, the crazy thing is I'm pretty certain because of that detail, if I were to try, I might not get diagnosed nowadays. Just because I've been forced to get so good at masking, literally for like survival. It's not even exaggeration to say it's like it's depressing to say it's a life or death thing, but it is also correct.
Yeah, and that's also why
I had to for life or death.
That's also why people with undiagnosed autism and ADHD typically also have CPTSD. Because it is inherently traumatic to be an undiagnosed and unsupported neurodivergent person.
Yup.
And I won't even say, like, in a neurotypical world, like, because let's be real, there's a lot of times where we run into a lot of friction and misunderstanding, even among our own, you know, people, like, more so than what would be considered, like, normal amongst neurotypical people.
Hey,
like,
Lilith.
it is just, yes.
I have a Deathstalker mod that works for cleavers, and I have everything to make it if you want a Deathstalker cleaver.
No, thank you. You can have it. I do not like the poison. I much prefer paralyze and shock. Because then that means I get to hit them even harder.
I'm gonna make a flaming cannibal.
Go for it.
Ah.
But yeah, no. Liz, it is just inherently traumatic to be neurodivergent and unsupported. I'm in the dumpster now. This is my
Lilith
home.
of the dumpster, what is your wisdom?
Be gay, do crime.
Also, if we want to do...
Eat the billionaires. Elon Musk is a shitlord.
If we want to do things like turn in champagne while we're here, I can get
Yes.
I'll see about getting us a car.
Okay, I'll hang out here then until you get it.
I'm gonna head to water check.
No, I'm just gonna chill. Then we can just like fucking
Road trip.
use the car to taxi us everywhere.
Yeah, screw that. I'm gonna wait here. Fun fact in dissonant systems, where it's basically whenever I mention that, that is my equivalent to Gremlin Brigade, where it's
Yeah.
like a handful of people, very tight, very selective about who gets to be there and who gets to stay. We don't have an actual rules channel, but I have a super serious rules as like a bit, and one of them is that anytime we any of us see a Cybertruck, we take a picture of it and post it in the memes channel for everyone to point and laugh at Cybertruck owners.
Yo,
It's a good
I
time.
actually saw a Cybertruck in person for the first time a couple of days ago.
Ooh.
I'm so
I
sorry.
was
My
shooketh.
condolences.
I was shooketh.
My
Because
condolences.
they actually look like a fucking low poly model that just isn't rendering correctly. It's the weirdest shit. Sometimes I vent to friends about wanting to just be good at talking to people and being terrified to say things that might change the vibes of our current relationship. God, that's such a mood though. That's why, like, that's one of the reasons why I'm so terrified to, like, actually reach out to other, like, creators in the space as well. Because I'm autistic, and because now granted, now that a lot of people are moving over to Blue Sky, this may be like less of a problem, but at least on Twitter, people were very trigger happy to be like, this is a terrible person that you should avoid, for somebody just being a little socially awkward. And like, granted, I have complicated feelings on callouts in general, because I do think that they are weaponized a lot, but I also do think that in some cases they can do a lot of good. Like, if somebody is genuinely a terrible fucking person, TV was taken, who I have a personal vendetta against because they keep trying to fucking come back like we're stupid, you know,
I hear dudes.
Ignore them. It's fine.
yeah, it's fine.
Ignore them.
But, like, if there's somebody who actually has the potential to do damage, then yeah, I do believe a call-out post is warranted. However, people do absolutely weaponize them as tools of bullying and as tools of trying to force people to be deplatformed for shit literally as simple as they didn't do what I wanted them to do, or they're a little bit socially awkward and I refuse to actually set boundaries.
Yeah, it is like actually insane how, because it is a very useful tool for collective internet safety, but the tool gets like it sometimes becomes difficult for like onlookers to trust that tool when it gets misused so frequently.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Especially given how easy it is to just lie and make up, you know, fake screenshots and shit on the internet.
Yeah. You don't think someone would do that, would you? Just get on the internet and lie? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do believe that. Oh, right, shop. I can
That's a nice
self-express.
slicer. Holy shit. Where the fuck is the upgrade bench? I'll meet y'all. I'm going inside. I got a nice slicer. I'm gonna go fucking upgrade it.
Understandable.
Keep looking, please.
Okay, I only had 2 bits of canned food.
Wait, shit. I think I bought it and then immediately dropped it because I have full inventory. Let me go fix that.
Keep looking, please.
Whoa. Don't be sneaking up on people. Could have blown your bloody head off.
Okay, do we have any other interesting quests that... festival points.
Oh, also, I'm totally gonna call you out in front of them, Orang. Orang just DM'd me being like, yo, these vibes are exquisite. These guys are awesome.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, they want to hang out more, because the vibes are great. And yeah, that's what I've been saying. I tell y'all, Alu and Lilith are fantastic. What I keep telling everyone.
Is in the car. And since last time there were complaints on me nearly running over a civilian, I'll try not to do that this time. Whispers.
My complaints wasn't about hitting civilians. My complaints was avoiding trees and other static stationary debris.
Sort of a static
Yeah,
NPC.
that's true.
Oh wait, no, that is true. Yeah, you annihilated this guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't think I've forgotten.
Hell, I forgot. This is why you're the archivist. You got receipts. I can't remember that shit well enough.
Oh yeah, no, I appreciate you not, coming out and saying that in Twitch chat. Because, yeah, for most people, I would absolutely be like, hey, maybe don't do that. So I appreciate that. However, you are cool, Orang. We appreciate you.
Yeah, no, it's...
Yeah, that's always one of those tricky things, because it creates an awkward situation for a streamer, where someone you don't know, or don't know well enough, comes to be like, hey, can we play games together? It's like, I'm here to entertain you, we're not friends.
Yeah,
Me, anytime I play something multiplayer and cross-stream to TikTok.
Yeah.
The amount of times I had people be like, can we play the Splatoon together? And I'm just like, maybe.
No, that is my purse, I don't know you.
Yeah. Because I don't want to be mean, and like, there have been times where I've actually played with like randoms, and just been like, sure, however, I'm not giving out my friend code on my Switch.
Right. Yeah, because it's one of those, like, best case, and like, even if no matter how nice you are, sometimes people just get pissy about it. And like, yeah, the streamer doesn't want to give me their attention. It's like, oh, give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
Get the Sonic movie meme. Give me a big fat break.
Speaking of, I'm so excited for the new one.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
I get to watch Maria get shot for the second time this year.
I love that meme so much.
I'm going to be one of those people that cheers when she gets shot in the movie.
And then everyone cheering when Maria gets shot. Can you see all of me? Step into
my mystery.
Step inside
and hold on for dear life. Do you remember me? Captured you and set you free. I am all I am.
Oh god. Oh, that song was a banger, okay? And I'm tired of pretending it's not.
You never should have had to pretend. Oh, every single... okay, bye! You stopped! I thought we were getting out of the truck!
Apologies, I was looking back at the map.
I was also wondering, because you ran over a explosive barrel, and I'm like, is that gonna blow up? And it did not.
I'm back in the truck.
I'm not. We're playing fucking music. Let me playing musical chairs over here.
Hold on.
I think he's trying to run over the zombies.
Correct.
Let me in.
Oh, let me see. Can I get out here? Okay. Now you... now you have permission to get in.
Being diagnosed would have been helpful when I was a wee citrus. Yeah, you and me both. Although, after I came to terms with the fact that I have ADHD, I have a particular upset with how some of my shit was treated as a kid.
One moment.
Yeah. I'll just tell this story while Alu's doing Alu things. So when I was very young, and by very young I mean kindergarten, first grade, my teachers told my mother that I needed to get assessed for ADD, which at the time, if you were female or had specific types of ADD, or of ADHD, it was just called ADD, right? in more recent years, it's been folded into the same diagnosis, because that's what it is. ADD is literally just a different expression of ADHD. It's internalized instead of externalized. I have internalized ADHD.
Also,
So I
not to
deal with
mention-
Okay,
Are we getting
also
out of
not
the
to
truck
mention-
now?
y-
Okay.
I think so, because I'm trying to follow the markers and...
Conflicting information, to
Look,
say the least.
Look, frankly,
but-
me trying to drive into the water was following the GPS, just so you know.
Oh, I believe that.
Understood. I thought that was for the bit.
Oh no, that was not for the bit. That was only like, I'm going to trust the game on this.
That was your first mistake.
It was, but yeah, like, also, it's kind of better now, but, like, especially at the time, autism was also, and again, still is, but just so heavily underdiagnosed in women.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is, like, whole thing there.
But anyway, continuing on from the ADHD stuff, because I haven't even gotten to what makes me actually angry about the situation. So like I said, my mother was told that they needed to go get me, like, assessed for it. My mother convinced me as a, 6-7-year-old child, right? That I didn't want to get diagnosed as ADD, that I didn't have it, and that my teachers just wanted to medicate me and turn me into a zombie. And then used my refusal to get, assessed, because, I was manipulated as a reason for me to not get, that's an explodey boy, as a reason for me to not get the assessment.
I wish I could say that I haven't heard that story before, but then I'd be a liar.
Yeah, and, like, realizing how different my life would have been if I had just been, like, diagnosed early and given the support that I genuinely needed, it makes me fucking angry. Because also, I bet if I had gone in for an assessment, they probably would have gotten me with the autism too, because my ability to mask is a fairly recent thing.
Right.
And by fairly recent, I mean I picked that up in my late teens, early 20s. I was very obviously autistic as a kid.
Right.
Even for some, being AFAB, and thus, in a horrifically underdiagnosed, group.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I probably still would have been, diagnosed appropriately.
Okay, baby, we're going to party. Now find me some champagne. And not the cheap shit.
You want to send your champagne as well, Whispers?
Yeah, I'm trying to make it past, nerds.
I hate that she has such a long dialogue for it. Holy shit.
Indeed.
Yeah, how dare you make me listen to that fucking voice for so long? That's a bold decision, game.
Yeah, also, I feel like, if I was able to get diagnosed earlier as well, like, that probably would have also forced my parents to deal with the fact that, they too are neurodivergent as shit. Both of them are. And probably would have led to both of them being better people. But that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, that's something I think about too a lot. A lot of my shit is genetic, and things would have been real different if my mom considered that possibility past going, yeah, I probably have it, and then just stopping there.
Yeah. You know what makes me really annoyed too is the fact that, like, so the one person in my family I am still in contact with is my mother, right? Because at the very least, out of everybody in my toxic ass family, my mother had the balls to actually admit she never should have had kids.
Right.
And you know what? I respect that, at least.
Fair.
she still has taken zero accountability for how badly she fucked me up, but she at least admitted that she never should have had kids. Which, cool. I know for a fact that my mother has certain diagnoses that I'm pretty sure are misdiagnosed, because she doesn't know that she has neurodivergencies and the shit that comes with it. For example, I know for a fact my hypermobility comes from my mother.
Right.
But according to her, that level of flexibility is normal, which it's not. And I'm convinced that what she has diagnosed as fibromyalgia is not actually fibromyalgia. It's complications caused by hypermobility. Because her flare-ups don't make sense for fibromyalgia after the research that I've done into it. They make more sense for her just having severe subluxations because she's hypermobile.
And of course, the, doctors may not know to look for that when she's like, no, and yeah, she doesn't have the information to check for that at all.
Also, also the fact that she's been diagnosed with things like oh god, what was the? I believe she was diagnosed fairly recently with BPD, which is also, if you don't know, in women and AFAB folks, is a very common misdiagnosis when you have neurodivergency and trauma. And my mother is incredibly traumatized, beyond just the regular, undiagnosed neurodivergent stuff, but also the fact of the rest of the family also heavily abused her, which is part of the reason why I'm no contact with the rest of them.
Yeah, particularly in AFAB individuals who are traumatized, borderline is... Not to mention how often it and bipolar get misdiagnosed for one another, and also how frequently AFAB people who are traumatized also get misdiagnosed bipolar. But yeah, those are astonishingly high. And this is from someone who is correctly diagnosed borderline as a AMAB non-binary person. Like, yeah. Ugh.
Oh, that sucks, Orang.
Yeah.
Yeah, brain damage is a scary thing.
Oh, yeah.
And sorry, not to just fucking trauma dump on your stream, my love. But this is also, like, one of those things where I feel like more people should be aware of, like, how much this sort of stuff gets underdiagnosed and misdiagnosed as other things.
Absolutely.
Educate.
Indeed. Using personal experience.
Yeah, we're first-hand sources, gamers. I do love teaching people. Just in general. Teaching's fun.
Indeed.
I was yapping about this earlier. Minecraft YouTubers, especially, but like, a lot. These fucking people don't know how to teach.
No.
Good creators. To be fair, like, a lot of them are perfectly fine as creators. Great people. You know, really cool to hang. Like, they get along great. Nothing wrong with them as people. They make, their videos are fine. But my god, they don't know how to teach. And so the said videos are fundamentally flawed.
Yeah.
And that results in a lot of people just not getting the information that they could. And I'm like, I was joking about it today. I'm about to Thanos, fine, I'll do it myself. Start making fucking redstone tutorials and shit like that.
Please do. I would like to learn redstone, but it makes my brain hurt.
Understood.
And people don't explain it well.
No.
Also, the same thing kind of exists with science. Like science fields, and also the fact that science educators on YouTube are kind of terrible, with a lot of misinformation in them. I'm looking directly at SciShow about this.
I need to do it alone.
Yeah, I don't. Also, fun thing, I don't like Hank Green, because Hank Green unabashedly spreads misinformation, and does not respond to being called out about it. But yeah. Yeah, no, I don't like Hank Green. I don't like his brother. I don't like SciShow. like the shit that he runs on a whole.
Mhm.
Need the sources on this? Go look at the episode that they did on HRT on SciShow.
Yeah,
They completely,
just straight up
unabashedly
lies.
spread misinformation about estrogen on it. Joked about the fact that they did not have a single person on estrogen on their team for that episode. And then when Hank Green himself was directly called out about it because he is one of the leaders on that show, he just ignored everybody who fucking called him out on it.
And it's sadly not even a new thing. It's not like,
No,
you know,
it's not. This is just a very
everything-
recent one.
It's like not everything he's. Oh, also this scene's heavy. Damn. For context, chat. Yeah, that's her father. Rough. Jin's been through too much, man.
Mhm.
But yeah, he doesn't like. Not everything he says is misinformation, but like every time he does, he gets called out for it and just does not.
Yeah, and like it's
do
one
anything about
thing.
it, as he should.
It is one thing if you get something wrong. Nobody is infallible. Nobody gets everything correct 100% of the time. I have gotten things in like very incorrect at times.
Yeah.
The main difference is if somebody tells me, "Hey, this was not correct. Here's sources on it." I am more than willing to go, "Oh shit, I fucked up. Cool. Let me cut out a thing with the correct information." So that way the people who heard me spread the misinformation get the correct shit. Like, I will own my shit.
Yeah.
I have an issue with large creators who speak with authority who do not own their shit.
Right.
And that is
yeah,
why I
well-
do not like Hank Green.
Yeah, Orango, the very reasonable. I think that makes it even more damning at a time like this of all times.
Especially, yeah, given how
To do
demonized
that.
trans people and specifically trans women are. Yeah, absolutely.
Not bad.
Especially because like a lot of the misinformation spread about estrogen in that episode is stuff that has been debunked over and over again, right?
Yeah,
Like
because
there
we're
is
constantly having
no
to fight that
need.
misinformation.
Yeah, like there is no excuse for that.
It's like it's the exact misinformation that we are almost constantly trying to fight because people use it to demonize us. And it's like, come the fuck on.
Hey, Cake, welcome in.
Welcome back, how are you doing?
Got a club meeting. Oh yeah, you got the animation club.
Oh, have fun with that.
Food beforehand. Add me on Discord. And maybe in the near future we haul. I mean, yeah. That's up to them. I already have you on Discord.
I think I have you on Discord. Question mark.
Yeah. If not, join Lilith's server, nerd.
Is Aurang not in my server?
I don't know.
I don't remember who's in my server versus who isn't anymore.
Yeah, alright, join Lilith's server, nerd.
I try not to pay, honestly, unless there's like a problem, I try not to pay too much attention to like who is or is not in my server because A, I know people are in like a lot of servers, so there's it's very easy to get burnt out trying to keep up with so many servers.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And B, like, while I consciously try not to take it personally, there is the, like, emotional part of my brain that does not listen to logic. That will be like, but why? It's just like, no, we're not
Yeah.
facilitating that.
Exactly.
So I
the
just
best
don't
way is
pay
not
attention.
Yep.
Oh, there's a lot of zombies in here.
Oh no, yeah. Lab's not doing good indeed. He was not kidding. Take it easy, Ryan.
Like, I actually hate the fact that Discord has updated, so that if you're on the mobile app, you can see how many people are in your server at a glance. Like, just by sorry for tasing you.
Okay.
Just by, like, happening to glance at the banner for your Discord server. Like, if
Yeah,
you're trying to change channels. I dislike that, because now I can see when people join and leave, and I don't want to see that.
And I can also
Well,
see
I
how
want to
many
see when
are
people
in my
join so I can
server.
say hello, but I don't want to see, like, I don't want to see when the number goes down, you know?
Yeah.
I also don't want to see the number and feel self-conscious about it.
Same. Because also, it is not about the number of people that are in there.
Yeah.
It is about the quality of people. And I like to think I have quality people in my server. However, Brain only sees number, and that's not great.
Exactly.
My blood once.
I'm
and
thinking,
again, and again. He wanted to bleed me dry.
Damn.
And when I asked him why, he was surprised. The savage can talk. But I ran away from my village to go to the city. To go to school, so I know a person can only lose so much blood. I locked myself in the cage to get away from him. And when he tried to open it, using that computer, he opened them all. And those things jumped on him and tore him apart. I screamed, but no one came.
He's dead? How can that be? He almost had the bloody vaccine. He said he knew everything, that he knew how to make it.
Anything worth anything in here?
What if he did? Maybe he did make it. Do you hear me? Search the bloody lab. It's got to be there somewhere. The vaccine. Find it. Otherwise my Emily isn't going to make it.
Searching. I'm searching.
Found it. Okay, so this is a... So at this point we will ship to a new location. We will be able to return. So anything we want to do before leaving?
I need to go repair my stuff first.
Yep. Yeah, last check at the repair table, because we don't know how long till we get one.
Yup.
Also, yeah, what I was gonna say. I'm thinking of recently, like, just stealth nuking my Discord server. Like, I'll put just a normal message, because I know a bunch of people, like, aren't active in there, and there's also a bunch of people who I wouldn't mind not following along, and just put a message saying, this server will self-destruct in 24 hours. Here's the bunker if you want to escape, and it's the link to the new server. No ping, and tucked away in a channel that's, like, inactive, and whoever follows does. Or maybe just not have a server for a bit until people on, like, YouTube start asking for one, because I don't use the fucking thing.
Yeah, no, that's completely fair.
Like, I have a Blue Sky, which works anyways, and I usually do things through community posts. Like, it's fine.
Yeah. And I started sending you things through the DMs on Blue Sky. Guess what,
yes,
motherfucker? I get to now just throw random posts at you.
Please do.
Alright, are we ready?
I need things to prompt me to engage and interact with people. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Alright, present time.
Time to finish the fight.
I've been bullying Alu into being more social too.
Trying.
You are trying, and I'm very proud of you. Like, actually.
I've seen your posts. They good. Can confirm, Alu only posts bangers.
I unlocked all the doors I could. Not very many, unfortunately. I don't have access to much of the security grid since it's on emergency power. We're running on power, and I don't know how long. If we lose contact, look for me and block. And for the love of God, if you cut the prisoners, don't bloody trust them. I'm responsible for a lot of them being here. So if you bring them to me, they'll kill me, and then you.
Yeah, I'll take a look at them after stream storms. Do love seeing the animals.
Can confirm the Holly pictures are the bestest. Oh my goodness, Holly is so adorable.
Yeah. I can't actually tab out of this game without it.
You can't,
I
alright.
actually can't tab out of this game without it locking up my computer, so.
Yeah, we are in fact held captive here.
That is a hella combo.
I know how to talk to these mooks.
On fire combo.
Yup. One of the Kanabos of all time.
They're okay, brah. They're helping me get past these dead fuckers. Where's Titus at?
Everybody's in that canteen, bro. Safest place here, right?
Mood. I too hate fluorescent lights.
In a hand.
Alright, we have a new shop nearby.
Nice.
Ah,
A couple new shops apparently.
This one only sells medkit and...
I'll
stock
take a
up on
couple
few.
medkits. Yeah. Not the worst things to have.
Yeah. Welcome to the canteen.
Yo, man, you think they've been bitten? What the fuck? Ah, look at the fine ass on that one. Stay back.
Oh, well, shit, she fine as hell. Probably infected.
Yeah, prison medkit.
What now? How did you all get here?
Boat.
Are you infected?
Don't you recognize me, bruh?
Maybe I do, maybe no.
You recognize these?
Nice, brother. But what I really need is a couple of those, right?
We got weapons way better than guns. These people are immune, man. They get bit, they don't get infected. Maybe you could help each other out.
How?
We want to get to Block C.
You heard what the lady said. We want to get to Block C.
White? He talked with us too, brother. But somehow, we couldn't help each other. Nothing to trade. You, on the other hand, maybe we can make a deal.
What sort of deal?
All right. I got an idea.
Oh, cool. Repair bench.
Nice.
There is a fella I know who knows
Sorry,
this
I must
place
check
like
what
the
the
No
machetes
worries.
have for me.
Of course.
Nothing good,
saw
though.
sharp things.
A314. Been here longer than you've been alive. Mean son of a bitch. You get him out and bring him here. He'll know what to do.
Sure.
Sell A314 solitary.
Don't keep me waiting too long, okay?
I can stay. I'm not afraid. Out of the frying pan into the fire.
Other shop? Nothing catches my eye, at least.
Oh, he's got a nice katana.
What are you...
Love, how much money do you have?
Yeah, bro. I need a fix, right?
I'll tell you right after I get this quest
You know
active.
what I'm saying?
I've had quite a stockpile
That
for a bit.
fucking
How
dealer
much
is
do you
hiding
need?
out in his cell. He has
This
everything in
katana
there.
is 12k. I have
I need
7k.
some now, bro.
Yeah, I got you.
Whatever you can fucking find.
Definitely.
I've had like 20 something K this whole time. I wasn't able to help Alu get the shotgun because I didn't have that
His
much,
stash is
but
in
you
there
know,
somewhere. He
if
should
I
be there
can
too.
find...
Alive, dead, that, I don't know.
Oh, you can't give me money. Just buy the katana and give it to me.
Oh.
Because
What's
the shop
base?
inventory should be the same.
Right, but my base damage I'm pretty sure is different than yours. For me, the DPS is 900.
Yeah, it'll show differently, but that's because I have that's because I have stuff that boosts my my damage.
Indeed.
As long as you get the good stats.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, thank you.
Hell yeah.
I won't be able to use it at first because it's I think a level higher than me, but that's fine. This is a katana that's doing 1100 damage base.
Yeah.
Like that's real good.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Okay then. You crazier than you look.
Oh wait, no. Oh my god, I just realized how much of a higher level that is than me.
Oh.
I'm 31. It's 42.
Oh.
Oh.
That's fine, I'll hold on to it anyway.
Ah.
Because that's still a lot of damage for base.
Right.
Those bitches you came in here with.
Zambles.
The Zambles are indeed in shambles.
I kicked the police corpse.
Ah.
Oh wait, there's a police corpse where?
Yeah, in the corner.
Had to do my civic duty.
Yep.
Behind us, I think?
There are
Sounded
zombies in a
right.
locked. There were
Oh,
zombies in a
big
locked
room.
door.
Alright, we're gonna start...
Charger, by the way.
Oh.
So watch your flank.
Yep.
You know, be...
Got his attention.
Oh, there's some ammunition I can get if I can get to the corpse.
Ow.
Got him.
Good job. Oh.
Another one.
Okay, I have some ammunition at least.
Where?
Hold on.
Is he up? I think he might be up. Yeah, he is. I saw him.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
up. I got eyes on him.
Yep.
All right.
Ow. This is why I have no money.
Okay, I think I can. Yeah, I'll take this guy.
All right.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, I'm stun. Every headshot fucking stuns him too. What the hell? Oh, I just got physics killed.
Oh.
Rip.
He nudged me. I guess he nudged me into some bars or something. Yeah, he just phys killed me. Wild.
All right. I know if you're in case of emergency.
Hey there.
Hello there.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
Oh.
Working on making my way back down to you.
Walking fast. Faces fast. Oh god, they're dead.
That sounded loud and alarming. And what do you know? Oh, sorry.
No, Jesus.
Oh, whoa.
Oh.
Well, at least I knocked him down.
Hold on.
Oh, this is way. Okay.
Okay, fine. I will just stand here until y'all figure out what you need to do. Because we cannot be blocking each other in these narrow hallways.
Yeah, fair. I was following the guideline to what I was claiming would be the alarm. But I know the path now. Alright, alarm's off.
Shit behind us.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Okay, there's also a flag for acquiring some drugs.
Drugs.
I'll grab that and then warp to you.
Yeah, I'll just hang out in this guy's cell.
Yo.
Safe as anywhere else.
Yeah, this is a lot of beds for one dude.
Oh, hold on.
You good?
Indeed.
You need help?
Just no. It was a It was a singular individual.
Ah.
Is it treating him slightly out of the ring?
Yeah.
Okay, Let's go. And if some of those freaks come running, you know
Oh
what
god,
to
an
do.
escort mission here is going to suck.
Let's do this, brah.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, we definitely need...
Wrong way, y'all.
Yeah, it's definitely good to have people ready to go in multiple directions, just so that whatever comes,
Yeah.
we're already ahead of it.
Yay.
Make up your mind, I beg of you.
Well, I think it helps that I went out of my way to kill a lot of the zombies over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was originally a thug on that,
Indeed. 'Cause I ran
up there.
I ran past them to get to the alarm.
Yeah, and I just murdered him.
It was great. You cut him like twice, and then he just started throwing up violently, and you just kept stabbing him in the back.
Nope.
Better take him down before his friends show up.
They even play the fucking meme throw up sound effect. I just heard that. Is that where that sound? Is this where that sound effect comes from? That's so good.
Hmm.
Could be. I have no idea.
I think that might just be a stock throw up effect.
Could be.
Probably.
I had loot.
He don't want to help us at all. He just
Many much loots to be had.
Yeah. You want to buy something? Cellmate taught me how to make these.
Thank you, true brothers. I owe ya.
Okay, so for... Oh! Well then. I appreciate the nice shotgun.
Better than the one you were trying to get before?
Might be, because one's a higher level at least.
Nice.
Let me see about upgrading this and making the most of it.
I get yet another cockabow. I wonder if this is gonna be any good though.
Does anyone have another metal scrap?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The razor sharp.
I always need two to actually modify my weapons. I only ever have one at a time.
Oh yeah, no worries.
The curse of having to use metal scrap to also make ammo.
Yeah. And trust me, if there's ever any excess metal scrap, I can
This
definitely...
is my last metal scrap.
Alright. Do we have a spare wire on anyone?
Yeah, I have spare wires.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, since I find them. I know I literally just saw them, so I know they're in here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
Oh.
I know I have them, but they're not showing up in my inventory.
Hmm.
Damn.
What about you, Whispers? Do you have any spare wires?
Yes.
Okay. No,
I don't know how many, but I know I like just picked up one, so I know I at least have to have one.
No, I should have.
Yeah, I picked up like 4 of them in the most recent city section.
Hmm.
But yeah, fuck if I know where they went. I haven't even made any mods, so I know they didn't go into that.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna pull some items that I was holding on to sell.
Alright, here we are. Okay. So. Next resort to Titans again, whenever you're ready.
So you want to get to Block C? I can let you pass, brothers. But first, you gotta do something for me. First off, I need more firepower for my boys, so they ain't so fucking afraid of those things. What you brought ain't gonna do. We need you to get more. Upstairs, there's an armory, but it's crawling with those walking corpses.
I'll try.
I'll keep
That
bringing
sword
As
will
many
smash.
of those weapons and all the ammo you can carry. My boys will show you the way.
I'm definitely happy to take as much of that ammo for myself.
And the ladies, don't worry now. They'll be safe with us. Unless you try and fuck me.
A whoop.
Go.
Oh, well.
I don't want to stay here with them.
Everything's still all right.
Besides those dead motherfuckers, there's some guards in there too.
Stairs,
Eh.
please.
Please. They start screaming, I start swinging.
Valid.
Show yourself, you bloody wanker!
I'm Kevin. Titus thought I could be of some help. I've unlocked a few doors in my day, you know? But there's nothing I can do here. This lock's tamper-proof, man. And I need the master key. Only the senior guards have those. So get the master key, or you ain't getting in. Got it?
I guess I can give you a hand.
Alright, the senior guard should have the key. When all hell broke loose, he hid out in his office with 3 of his thugs. The office is down that corridor. I'll stay here and fiddle with this fucker.
Alright. Well, I get to employ my new shotgun a little bit further then.
Hell yeah.
Kill him!
Oh man. So many good batteries.
Yeah.
Master key!
Oh, dude.
What, dude?
Former dude.
That is definitely an ex-dude.
Hey guys, we got a dude. Lilith, you had a dude.
What, dude? I didn't see no dude.
I ain't hear no bell.
Oh, it is unfortunate they don't give us a map in this area, because I'm curious where this butter of Banoi is at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can find this butter of Banoi, I remember there's a gold reward for it.
Now I'll start working on the door. You make sure I don't get a nasty surprise.
I just have to swipe this card through and... Wait. Why'd that door open? What the hell? Let me give it another shot.
Yeah!
We didn't fuck the electronics up. One more try.
Holy shit, if that double
Room
door opens,
closet!
we are
Personal ID!
screwed.
Gimme.
So, let's roll the dice.
As soon as he said, man, it's gonna suck if those double doors open, I'm like, okay, that means we know those doors are about to open.
Yeah.
And what do you mean screwed? We're fine.
Angel of death. I definitely wouldn't have made it out on my own. Okay, doors open. Ready? Get in there and grab what you want. Maybe you'll find something for me in there too.
Oh, lots of ammo for you.
Indeed.
It's a happy day for Alan. It's a good
You're
day
gonna
to
have
be a
look
boy,
around
man.
a little. Just take what's left.
Yeah, your police batons can't use.
These things suck.
Yeah. They all show up as fragile for you too.
I see a
Tiring.
weak, spiteful, tiring, fragile, and flimsy.
Oh.
They are like all fragile for me.
Ooh, I see mod.
It's a rifle mod. It should be fire for rifles. Okay, this is not a direction.
No, that's where the Zambles came from.
Indeed. I was going to say that there was any more direction from there, but no.
Bloody waste of skin.
Hey, Alu, you said you were looking for other paths to maybe find the Butcher of Benoy?
Indeed.
This is a new path. At least I think so.
I mean, there's definitely new enemies in here.
New double door. Oh, hey, I found a way to the upper level of the, canteen.
The fuck? I jump scared.
Indeed. So very rude of them.
Indeed. Uncalled for.
Okay, so...
Hi.
Hello.
There's also a mark
Drunken dudes.
below us.
Oh, well,
Oh wait.
found a way down.
Yeah, but the GPS wants me to go down there, which means I'm not.
Huh, I wound up on the wrong side of the... Oh, okay, we can over.
With one hell of a weapon. You just got to go this way.
I see a quest flag down below.
Yeah, it's one that requires all of us.
Okay, on my way. I will join the sharing circle.
I wonder if we'll find the butcher here.
It's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Hoping.
On my way back.
Now you're fucked, friends. You ain't getting in till you clear out those bricks.
This feels like it's probably leading us toward our butcher.
What's this up?
Fuck that guy, I guess.
Yeah, no,
You have a good machete on him.
yeah, no, it's... Oh, hey, look at that, we cleared out the butcher of Benoy.
Yeah.
And I believe we get something...
In all of 2 seconds, we deleted him.
Which I believe also means...
I didn't even see him.
Well, which I believe means we get to get you something very, very nice.
Hopefully. I would like something very nice.
You bloody made it? Shit, I just lost a bet.
Yeah, I heard. Good work, brothers. Now we just gotta deal with those brain-dead zombie motherfuckers. Gotcha.
Goodbye.
see something you want, you let me know. You buying?
Titus, he need to figure out something real quick.
Oh, level 50 Wicked Sick, Lord have mercy.
A lightning fast short shotgun here by Dreyfus.
That's a... No, that's one that I got that is currently my new default shotgun. One that's putting in some nice work.
You buying?
You handle yourself pretty well.
Alright.
Cellmate taught me how to make these.
That's all there was? That's not gonna do it. We're gonna have to figure something else out here.
The razor sharp.
My boys aren't moving.
Getting better.
Oh, a sledgehammer. This thing's worthless. Wow, this is
Looks like
worthless.
we're gonna be here a while. Not
Alright, well that katana I just got is now officially my strongest weapon.
Wonderful.
Fully upgraded, I got to 1300.
Very nice.
No one makes better knives than me.
Let me go and do these side quests real quick.
Cellmate taught me how to make these.
See that
I'll be
big guy?
right back.
Yeah, he don't look right, huh? He's gonna need his medicine soon, or there's gonna be serious trouble. Trust me, I've seen him take on 5 gods at once. If we don't get him his Thorazine soon, those things outside will be the least of our problems. You're gonna have to go to the infirmary and get him that medicine, right? All right.
For your pass infirmary, certainly.
Look for some Thorazine. Bring as much as you can find.
my boys aren't moving.
And we could make the move if we need to. I know you're dissatisfied with the ammunition you got, however, I'm quite content with it.
Yeah, this is another one of those scenarios where I just do the, man, why don't we just kill these fucking people? We're clearly capable.
Reasons.
Like, oh, they don't want to get out of the way? Okay, well,
I mean,
their kneecaps sure do.
I suppose realistically it's a case of just... There are still a lot of them, and there would only be 4 of us, in theory.
Anybody got a duct tape and 2 wires I can have?
Almost certainly. I know I at least have 1 wire left.
I need 2.
Do you need 2 wires or 2 duct tape?
1 duct tape, 2 wire.
Okay, I only have the 1 wire, but here's also a duct tape.
Okay.
What's gonna be 1 extra wire last time?
What? You rejected it.
What? What do you... I thought it... What? Okay, hold on. Wire. Duct tape.
Hold on.
I'll give you the other wire once you're done.
Ah, okay. Thank you. I have now put a shock mod on my fancy katana.
Wonderful.
My boys aren't moving.
Golden Wicked Sickle. Damn.
Level-
Actually, no, probably weaker.
Level 50.
Oh, level 50, right, yeah. Level 50 and weaker than the sword you just got.
My boys aren't moving. My boys aren't moving.
Alright, I am ready to move on whenever y'all are.
Alright. It seems you was a little bit more in the circle.
Like we're gonna be here a while.
There was no circle to me.
Oh, I see.
Too hungry, they get cranky, they get mean.
Otherwise I would have been inside of it.
Well.
How about you go for the kitchen and bring us back some food, huh?
Alright.
Bruh, go get your own goddamn food.
Next to the cafeteria.
I can't stay here. I can't do it.
I guess the theory is that there's gonna be zombies on the way.
I mean, yeah, but still. You could at least have us be like, hey, I need you to, like, fucking guard my men while we go get food from the cafeteria. There we go. I cleared out most of the room for y'all.
Nice.
1300 damage, katana go burr.
Fair. Oh, is this minigame?
Yeah.
Here.
Too late. Already did it.
Fair enough. Scammed.
Don't worry, I got him.
Thank you. I've been avenged. I'm gonna angrily munchy an apple about it.
Do it.
Munch.
Munch.
I could actually go for a real life apple right now. An apple would bang.
Oh, an apple juice.
Real.
That's what I'm talking about. When you're this hungry, anything tastes good, right? There's one other place where you might find some. The guards have some rooms near cell block B. It's pretty well protected, okay? You know, in case of a fucking riot. You should find some weapons there. All kinds of shit. Only getting there could be a problem. They've
Catastrophic.
I'm using that.
So
that's a good one.
Army of those things in there. Tell you what, you do this for me, and we'll let you through to Block C.
You can count on me.
Find the guard's arsenal. Bring the weapons and ammo back, and I'll let you through to Block C. Now get going, but watch your back. When this came down, some fuckwit opened all the cells. I'm thinking the ladies should stay here with us, for their own protection.
Kasi oo na. I think we'd better wait here. Let us know when it's safe.
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Ah! He's trying to get to the repair station. Oh, wait, I need to go down, not up. I know how to read a map. I promise.
I got a head start, and then GPS told me to go up, and then come across, and then go down, and now I'm behind you guys.
You pulled some Scooby-Doo shit.
Yeah. Thank you, GPS, for wasting my head start. I wanted to bonk some zombies first. Lilith over here with the gold sword. They're all dead. I can see the damage numbers. It's already too late. It's already there. Stop it. They're already dead.
Listen, you've already got levels on me. This is my way of catching up.
That's fair. Oh, exploding.
Oh, is that? I can deal with that.
Alright, I have a Fury ready.
Now.
Okay.
I found guys with guns.
Oh. Alright, let me...
I also found guys with guns. I see.
I think that was the same guys with guns.
Yeah, I'm starting to get the feeling.
Sorry, I can't help you, buddy. Oh, wait, yes, I can. You're good.
No, thank you.
I forgot that I bought, med packs.
Oh, hey, we can deal with these ones.
I'm a one-person killing machine. As long as I don't have to deal with guns.
Yeah.
Ah, and that's where I come in.
You're a living blender. Unfortunately, blenders do not fare well in the matchup against guns.
Gun? In the question of, will it blend? Gun does not.
No.
Oh, okay, that's gonna be... Also, as far as getting the striker mod on this new pistol, what does it take? Oh, I would need quite a few things. I would need gas for lighter, metal scrap, and bleach.
Pretty certain all things I have.
I was gonna say, I definitely have bleach and the, gas for lighter.
Agreed. How much of each?
I need 2 gas for lighter, 1 bleach, and 1 metal scrap.
Alright, I'll let y'all take care of that, since you're already in trade.
Bleach.
I mean, as far as living blender goes, my immediate thought does go to Lancelot still in Grand Blow.
Yep. Listen, there's a reason why I made Lancelot.
And Lancelot also struggles against the power of gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, also true.
Oh, yeah, no, I know what Storms is referencing. D&D character who well known for, yeah, lots of unlimited blade works type shit. Very good time.
I see damage numbers.
Same.
Oh, there's fire in here. That's why. Oh, fuck, charger. Ow. I got 1 shot.
What the fuck? How'd that knock me up? Okay.
That charger hits like a fucking truck.
Okay, I'm only a few shots till I'm fucking half. Hell yeah. Oh god. Oh, I burned it. His body fell over on me, and
did
me alive.
What the fuck?
Oh, everything alright?
Yeah, I'm just getting fucking ping-ponged. It's fine.
Maybe you'll back the fuck off now.
You know, I wonder if y'all are able to teleport up to me up here.
I am.
Probably. Yeah, I'm getting the prompt. I'm just
'Cause
converting
it's just like...
this charger's state of matter into XP.
Oh no, that's fine. It was just like, oh, find another way into the office. I literally spawned up here after I died.
Amazing. Oh, and he's bonking me. Okay, never mind. I'm done.
Actually, yeah,
I'm done converting his state of matter.
Hi.
Yeah,
my
it
love,
just
come
teleports
back.
me right in.
That amount of enemy density is some bullshit. Okay. So I'll say I'll get back to y'all as soon as I can leave the cell I'm in.
Right, flashlight. Flashlight exists.
Oh yeah.
I forget that the flashlight exists.
We all do.
Well, I also have like the gamma turned up in this game because I don't like it when I can't see.
Valid.
You know when the games do the whole like, oh, you know, adjust so you can barely see the thing.
Yeah, I make sure I can see it nice and clear.
Yeah, same.
Barely see my ass.
I think on the charge, I think on the ram you were trying to fight off. Thank goodness for ammo actually being plentiful now.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Beautiful thing. What the? I just perished.
Oh.
I just fell over.
Did you get?
Oh, probably
my
physics.
guy politely fell over and died.
Yeah, it seems like a physics death.
Yeah. You know, I wish a tased zombie would also tase zombies that touch it.
Yeah.
If it tases me by touching it, it should tase the other zombies.
It should.
Real, yeah. Yeah, if we take contact damage from our own statuses, I want them to take contact damage from our statuses. I'm mad about it.
You and me both.
Aw.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll make rage cheaper. Okay. Go up. Okay.
Going up.
It's time for uppies, I guess.
Yeah, we're making sure the ones on the floor are actually dead.
They'd come for us. All was quiet. And then everything went crazy. A mob of prisoners attacked Titus and his men, and then the undead came, attracted by the screams. Moen spirited us away and traded his boat to Alvaro so that he would tell us how to find you. He was helping us into a ventilation shaft when the dead got their hands on him, and he sacrificed himself so that we could get away. There were too many. There was nothing we could do. They tore into him like hungry animals, and all we could do was watch.
Yeah, sounds like zombies.
If not for
Indeed.
Moen,
That is, yeah, zombie
we would
things.
not be here.
Hey, let me open the door, but I can't go through it. Rude.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to go bonk all those. Said there were a bunch of zombies there. I want to convert them into XP.
Yep.
Equivalent exchange.
The elevator's here.
Ah!
Oh!
Thanks for physics killing me!
I think we physics killed each other.
I think Jin and Yenma physics killed both of you.
It was definitely Yenma that killed me.
Yeah, I watched Yenma just walk into you and you perished.
Yeah, because she crushed me into the wall.
Hey, get up. Wake up.
Why are we knocked the fuck out?
I think they gassed the elevator.
I heard you talking to White. I'm the one who helped you open the locks. We gotta get the hell out of here, like now.
And how do we do that? Since Colonel Trust Me just fucked us.
You had something he wanted. He came in here and took it right off you like he knew just where to find it.
The vaccine.
Ah, what the hell? Well, that's just great. Told you we couldn't trust them.
We gotta move. Come on. There's a chopper on the roof. It's waiting for White. And if that asshole reaches it before we do, he's flying the fuck out of here and calling in the bombers. Thermonuclear annihilation. The whole goddamn island. We gotta catch him while we still have a chance.
What chance is that?
White's headed to the hospital. He's picking up his wife to take her to the chopper. Being she's out of her goddamn mind, that'll take some time. He's going through the left wing. Not so many infected, but that's the long way.
So what's the short way?
Take the elevator to the top, which takes you straight to the other wing of the hospital. It's riskier, but we can reach the roof faster. Only the badasses should take the elevator. Me and the rest will take the safer way and meet you at the top. Shake a leg for fuck's sake.
Damn, Kevin.
Hey, you know what? I respect for Kevin for
I know.
keeping it real.
Oh, absolutely, but also, damn, Kevin.
And
Hey,
oh!
Ah! I'm not allowed to go to repair benches. Fuck.
Well, we do appreciate Kevin for stepping up for being kind of just kind of a quest character before becoming, well, actually truly stepping up and really getting us.
Really stepped up from NPC to person with name.
Too bad that name is Kevin.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Real, you're gonna give him a whole character arc, but then name him Kevin. Des did that man dirty. Oh, there's all the guys. Okay, do I have Fury for this? Oh, that's
Even if you don't. Oh shit.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, and a thug. Okay.
Charger to the right. I'm gonna bait him.
Okay.
Thug's down.
Oh, I got cornered by other zombies.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill these guys so they don't come up behind us.
I'm gonna Molotov the charger. Oh, no, oh, sorry. I said Molotovs. Sorry. Oh, hey, it's fine. Hold on.
I'm joining Club Deonated to death. God damn it! I got picked up right in front of the church. Do I look like a fucking red carpet to you, Alu? I got waved in front of the charger like, hey, over here, buddy. He's got 30% threat detection. Come whack this one. Scammed.
Well, he's dead now.
I can't believe I'm about to say this after the events that just transpired, but hey, Alu, you want a couple more Molotovs?
I mean, at least it's something to actually be a Molotov that I throw.
Bye.
Because I meant the Molotov rather than a DR bomb.
Yeah. Fire. Hey, maybe the fire tick I would have survived.
Probably. However,
Those, that, and that. All my nades.
alright, so now the actual...
Man, can you imagine if I could recover health for kills?
Oh, I know.
I would be invincible.
Okay, hold on, let me Molotov this to start.
Maybe you'll back the fuck off now.
Explodey boy! Oh, I died, but Explodey boy.
Okay, is everyone away from the
I
Suicider?
don't like the fact that the Explodey boy says help me.
Oh, I never heard them say anything.
That is the second time I've heard that line, so I know it's not just me mishearing it.
Hmm.
Ew, hate that.
I hate it. But yeah, it kind of goes, help me. Ugh.
Hate.
Hate.
Schnackies for whoever needs schnackies.
Oh my god, me.
Out of curiosity, did you see if you, because I do, and I'm wondering if you have one, if you have a health on kill for Fury perk.
I haven't invested into the Fury tree at all.
But I mean, did you look at the Fury skills?
Nope.
That's probably where your health on kill is. If I had to take a
I'm
guess.
also not tank. I'm also not a tank, unlike you.
Right.
I am the DPS.
I am the violence.
Correct. You keep me alive, so I kill things fast.
Yeah. Speaking of, if we ever, we did pretty good given such a tight corridor with that last charger. But yeah, if we ever walk up on a charger at the same time, he's gonna go for me. So just stay away from me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. That's why I stood behind Alu.
Yep.
Specifically so that way I could,
Which also gave me room to dodge, so thank you.
Shit. My katana broke. I could really use a repair bench. But I've got another one. It's just not a shock one. Ow.
I'll just keep getting better.
Well, let's get some additional maximum ammunition.
I'm gonna fury these guys.
Oh, found the run.
Oh, the shock rounds fucking... Damn, he's having a horrible time. On fire, poisoned, and electrocuted. Bad day to be that gamer.
Indeed.
Which is
Fuck
a great
that guy.
day to be us. Yeah, fuck that guy in particular.
Okay, that's how.
Because the Chargers are legit the worst. We can deal with anything else. The Chargers are the ones that are just like...
Yeah, the Chargers are the only thing that's a coin flip if any of us can solo.
Yeah.
'Cause everything else is just, yeah, as long as it's not a horde.
If it's a 1v1, I'm confident in my ability to take them. But yeah, it's still... Oof.
And I'm confident in taking out a horde, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
We're Pokemon. We all have our own strengths and weaknesses. I'm weak to gun. Die. Murderer.
Yes.
Yes. Ow. See, I am weak
Behind
to
you
guns.
guys, they came through the elevator.
Yeah, I was trying to kill him. It didn't go so hot for me.
It did not.
Although I really would have appreciated a repair bench before getting here.
Yeah, real.
You don't learn, do ya?
You can't beat me! I have one last card to play.
Your last card is just regular zombies? Oh.
Ouchie.
It's survival of the fittest, and you are not fit to live.
What? We are the... Okay. Only one's immune, not fit to live. Gotcha. Okay.
See damage numbers over here.
Oh, I got charged it from behind. Usually I'm into getting rammed from behind, but
Ooh.
Ooh, indeed.
My guy, there's like 7 of us. You cannot shoot all of us.
Look, your wife is gone. Look at her. She ain't coming back. But you can still save us.
Take one more step and you're dead. I have the cure, all right? The doctors in Sydney will make more. We'll send helicopters. We'll save everyone.
With a nuclear bomb? Kevin told us the plan. You're gonna kill everyone.
You told us the plan during the fight.
Right?
I have no choice here, right? This virus threatens the entire bloody world. Benoit is lost either way.
It's easy to kill millions of faceless nobodies, isn't it?
Stay back!
They hardly seem human.
Stop!
But killing someone you love, it's not so easy, is it?
Ah! Son of a bitch!
Oh, ripped
How
in.
did no one else grab him while he was like... How did we not all just tackle his ass?
Fair question.
Because, you know, the morality
Plot.
pet had to die.
Yeah.
So that way you could feel all sad.
Dumbass.
Virus bullshit. Oh!
And are we 5 for 5 on scary red name skull dudes going down in 5 seconds? We are!
Thanks for the shotgun ammo.
Emergency shotgun ammo.
Indeed. I don't even have to break my katana on him. It's still got a couple swings
Benoit
left.
is lost. If not him, then someone else will soon send a nuke with our name on it. The quicker we leave, the better.
Come on!
Congratulations on joining the party, Kevin.
According to officials, Purifying is still under quarantine. The sought-after vacation destination, popular with celebrities and wealthy tourists alike, was ironically originally a penal colony and still houses one of the strictest maximum security prisons in the world. It is home to many dangerous criminals and terrorists, including Karen, the infamous hacker for hire who has worked for everyone from Al-Qaeda to the Yakuza. Meanwhile, News of the lethal virus on the island has caused a worldwide panic. Some have claimed that the virus is only the first wave of a massive international terrorist attack, and that the intentions are global. Bernard Green, spokesman for the Australian Defence Force, denies the claims.
There is no basis for these ridiculous rumors. The entire island is under military quarantine, and the maximum security prison is completely secure. The hacker known as Karen and every other terrorist imprisoned there isn't going anywhere. Humanitarian aid is on its way, and you can be sure that the virus, or whatever it is, will not leave the island.
About that.
Indeed.
Watches what is happening in Benoit. For the moment, all flights in and out have been cancelled.
Oh, shit, man, I can't believe we made it. At this point, I'll be goddamn glad to have all my old problems back. As long as the world is the way it used to be.
It's not. And never will be. Trust me.
You know, the fact that the dude's pupils kept just disappearing during that cutscene was a little bit disconcerting.
Understandably.
Yeah. Just a little bit worrying.
Just a wee bit.
And thus, ladies and gentlemen,
We did the
concludes
thing!
Dead Island. How did we feel about our co-op adventure?
That was
a
great,
good time.
right up until they decided to try and put some real world shit in it that just did not work.
There was really a noteworthy and like a notable decline in storytelling quality. Halfway through Act 3 and onward, there was a noticeable step down. But the gameplay itself remained, fun and enjoyable, and of course, who doesn't like bashing many zombies' heads in with friends?
I think what the problem is that there really is a distinct tonal shift between like the early sections of the game, which also tend to be the pieces that I see the most praised about this game, versus like the later parts of it, and that is the game starts taking itself seriously. In the beginning, it is not taking itself seriously at all, right? Yeah. Like it is silly, it's campy, it is aware of the fact that it is just another zombie game, right? And then they fall into the trap that every other zombie game falls into, of taking itself seriously, trying to explain shit instead of just letting it be silly, campy fun.
I will say a couple things I noticed that kind of jumped out at me. One, good. Throughout the entirety of the game, the human enemies who had not been turned were consistently easier to kill. They did not have the unnatural durability that the zombies did later on.
Speak for yourself, I actually found them harder to deal with. I was able to one-shot zombies like nobody's fucking business. I couldn't one-shot the humans, which is why they kept killing me.
I wonder if that, because most of the humans were heavily armored, and blunt weapons do well against armor, whereas unarmored, fleshy zombies are easy to chop apart, relatively speaking. I wonder if that's why that is.
It would have been nice to actually communicate that.
I was one-shotting them too.
Yeah.
If they're going to that, it would have been nice to communicate it.
Yeah. And also, like I said, that still doesn't make sense, because there were armored zombies. Like, the zombies that were corrections officers in the prison had the exact same armor on, at least visually, as the human combatants. So, I was still one-shotting them. So that I should have still been able to one-shot the humans in that case. Which, to be fair, I'm fine with the humans actually being a more tough threat. Yeah. In a zombie apocalypse, the tougher threat should be the living humans. It should not be the zombies. I'm okay with that. That is not a complaint. However, I do wish that was a little bit better visually
Yeah.
communicated, at least, if there is supposed to be a mechanical difference there. Or if I just got supremely unlucky with the humans.
Yeah.
And I do think it was, like, it was strange to me how, like, if more, well, I guess we couldn't have, had more than one person be the firearms expert. It was definitely strange the way the game seemed to handle guns and ammo, because only at the end did it feel like Alu could really just consistently be gun only. Even throughout the entirety of Act 3, I was regularly watching Alu have to resort to hammer.
But that makes sense, though, because during most of the game, we're on the touristy side of the island. This is a island that, because celebrities and the like are on it, would be heavily controlled when it comes to weaponry. This is not something that would be widely accessible on that side of things. So yeah, it absolutely makes sense that guns would only become widely accessible once we get to the like more shady underside of the island and the prison complex.
It makes sense from an in-universe lore perspective. I don't think it makes sense given the other design elements of the game itself. Like,
I mean, maybe if you're
alone.
Maybe if you're playing him as like single player, absolutely. But in multiplayer, I think it works fine. Because the prison area is clearly designed more for guns than it is the melee weapons. So it allows the person who's playing, with the guns to lag behind in the beginning, but then be able to take over as main DPS in the later portion of the game, while the people who had been leading at the start become more the cleanup crew. Like, in a sense, it actually works out as a nice balance between the two. However, it does only work in multiplayer like that.
Yeah, I think my only complaint about the way the guns were handled is the scarcity of pistol ammo on enemies that were actively using guns against us.
Yeah, they should have dropped ammo for you. Like,
yeah.
Like, no question there.
Like,
and I think that would have largely solved a lot of the issues.
Yeah, because Perna making sense as kind of a burst, a bit of a burst killer in Act 2 and Act 3. Particularly because in Act 2 you don't find the punks too often, but they do pop up on your minimap when they are around, which is an indication of, which should be an indication gameplay-wise of, hey, just if you have someone who wants to use a pistol, this is where you get ammunition to kind of stock up. And it never really panned out that way.
And it also, like, doing it that way would mean, especially in the early acts, like, yes, it is going to be more scarce, so you have to work for it by taking it off people who are shooting it at you. And, like, that feels fair. From a design perspective, that would be a very fair way to do things.
It also rewards you for actively engaging in the enemies, because due to the fact that enemies respawn, the fact that the guys with the guns don't actually drop anything good until much later in the game does unfortunately mean that you are disincentivized to actually engaging with those human enemies that are shooting at you. And that's not great. Because the experience reward for them is about the same as it is for killing off the regular zombies. At least the ones at the same level.
Yeah.
So, because the zombies, like, constantly respawn around the map, you're much more incentivized to just keep killing them around the map if you need experience.
Yeah, it's... I think, if I play this character again, definitely, I think I'm probably best to invest primarily in probably one point in Fury and then entirely in Survival Tree, and spend the first portions of the game, because I did expect to get guns quicker than I did and have more ammunition than I ultimately did. And probably utilize Perna's existence as kind of a buff aura through the skills taken in the Survival Tree.
Yeah.
I will say, not putting a single point into the Fury Tree actually worked out better for me than I would have expected. Because I didn't put a single point into it. I did get all the way to the bottom of the combat tree, and was working on filling out the couple of nodes that I didn't put points in. And I got halfway through the support tree because I wanted lockpicking. Yeah, and I was literally one-shotting things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did take every gun damage upgrade I could throughout the combat tree, and the Fury tree really did help with the middle portion of the game, where lacking a buffing skill on any type of... having only one buff skill for any melee weapon in my entire tree meant that once the mid-game kicked in, if I didn't have ammunition, my only way to contribute was with Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's like, I think that's because I don't mind a character balancing where you have a character who lags behind early and gets more powerful later on as a reward for making it through that earlier period. In fact, most of the time, I love those characters. Those are the kind of characters I like to play. Having to wait until more than halfway through the entire game, very different thing.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
All I can think is just you're a fucking onion knight from Final Fantasy.
This is the reward curve for Perna is definitely exponential once you get to Act 4.
Yeah.
Of just... You start out okay, because everyone starts out kind of on the same point in Act 1. And then you struggle in Act 2 and 3 because they do not give you enough ammunition, and then Act 4 it's just... I have excess ammunition anyway.
Yeah. I think,
Bang.
what was it? If I ever play again, I'll probably still play Sambi, but my point allocation would be entirely different. Because I never got it online, but there is a built-in Fury loop, and none of his later upgrades I took to make my actual weapons as strong as they were affected Fury. And so I would take a lot less into combat and just get the base damage and some of the other things and the charge, because the charge is fantastic. Oh my goodness. And then all into survival to get more of the, because we were most of the way through Act 3 before I even started getting my melee damage resistance. But if instead I went and took the rest of the skills that I needed to make Fury cheaper, to generate Fury faster, and to have Fury last longer, I probably would have basically been in Fury for every major fight. And then I would have spent the small fights head bonking a couple guys just to farm Fury back up off them. Because he has two loops. He has one where taking damage gives you Fury, but killing things with Fury gives you health. And then he also has another way to generate it where when you do the grounded attack to bash someone's heads in, that gives you Fury. And it gives you quite a bit when it's fully upgraded. So I probably would just do all Fury, a little bit of combat, all survival, and see how that goes. But I invested a lot into Fury, even without maxing it out, and it didn't feel as rewarding or useful. Maybe better... Maybe it's the inverse, where, this is better in single player, but worse in multiplayer. Whereas Gunboy is other way around. May be harder in single player, but better in multiplayer.
Probably, because Sambi is definitely the most self-sufficient by design, by being the bulkiest one in a game that is about fighting hordes of zombies.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, I mean, it was good. It was pretty decent mechanically. I guess the only other thing that really stood out as odd was how frequently I would find, blue and purple weapons that at level were being outclassed by, greens and sometimes even, a white.
It can be keep in mind that the ones you're picking up are not upgraded if you're comparing them to already fully upgraded weapons.
Yeah, no, I was trying that and seeing how they would fare, fully upgraded and everything.
Yeah, there is definitely a degree of RNG to the loot generation, though.
Yeah. But it was, a few things, little odd, but definitely a fun, good old turn brain off, bash zombies' heads in type game.
Mm-hmm. And they definitely took the wrong lessons in trying to kind of imitate a Resident Evil type story beat.
Yeah, it really did kind of turn into Resident Evil towards the end, didn't it?
Indeed.
Especially in the last,
like everything from the laboratory onwards.
Yeah.
It went from, hey, just turn your brain off and kill zombies, don't worry about the plot, just you're here to murder zombies. And then it took hard turn to, I guess we're doing Resident Evil now.
Yeah, because it's such an interesting contrast too, because of the fact that part of why Dead Island's first act is considered so strong is also the fact that it's the most unique portion of it. Because you are...
It can't be zombie killing fun.
Additionally, just you are getting to do some zombie bashing horror in scenic broad daylight.
Yeah.
And
broad daylight, they took time to make the environment gorgeous. And like I said, and I cannot overemphasize the fact that it is also unique because it is campy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people underestimate how much fun that can genuinely make something like this. Because everybody looks at 80s horror, right? And a lot of people love it because of its camp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This took the camp and ran with it, and then they abandoned it.
Yeah.
And I get that they have to go that in order for them to actually have a serious, okay, no, for real, we need to actually get off the island. It needs to get a little more serious, but you don't have to leave behind the camp completely.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go the Resident Evil route. You don't have to take yourself so seriously.
Yeah.
You don't have to take yourself seriously to have your game be taken seriously, right?
Especially since just once you get past Act 1, it really does go into standard zombie movie fare, doesn't it?
It does.
Like
the sewers levels where you're stuck feeling super claustrophobic and shit with the zombies, which also sucks because this game is clearly not built for that because of the physics engine issues we kept running into, and B, the fact that we have hitboxes and get in each other's way when we're forced into tight confines, and that would be fine if it were a game that was built around that feeling, built around the inherent clumsiness and claustrophobia that comes of having to face a terrifying foe in confined quarters with people who are supposed to be your allies. But this game wasn't built around that, so it just feels janky and not great.
It's one of those things where I can't help but kind of scratch my head a little, where a game where I can't even walk around a safe hub space without getting in your way as we both try to get to a merchant or get to a crafting table, respectively. And 50% of the game was tight confined spaces.
Yeah.
The second we hit the city, all of the... because I really, all my memories of Dead Island, I've told Alu, I've played this game before. Me and my friends played the shit out of it. And all my memories are the first act. And one of the really, interesting things, fighting zombies in water. I have distinct memories of, a big group of zombies, and I'll touch on that in a second here. But, this big group of zombies, and we were trying to hold them off as they tried to get out of the water up the stairs to the gazebos. And one of our teammates was having to hold off the couple of flankers so that the other two of us could keep them held at the stairs. And, that was interesting. And again, the environments they're just so different. But the second we hit the city, it's okay, destroyed city.
Standard zombie setting.
Yeah, destroyed city, disgusting sewers, overrun lab, military base or police station.
Jungle.
Jungle. Back to the lab, helicopter pad. In roughly in order, Left 4 Dead, Resident Evil, Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead, Resident Evil, Resident Evil.
Yeah.
And
you know what's even more upsetting is that especially with the jungle segment, they could have actually made that flow much nicer with the other portions of the game, because jungles can be absolutely beautiful. They could have made that dungeon or the jungle areas as breathtaking as, you know, the beginning sections of the game where it's like you're in the tourist trap areas, and they chose not
Tropical
to.
jungle island. Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's so much potential there.
They chose to make it a drab area with the shanty town inside of it, and then the jungle itself just boring and generic. And like,
I think if you drop the like natives, the Benoi natives.
oh god, yeah, no, the natives
take them out of the
should
setting.
not have been here.
Right. Take them out of the setting.
Oh my god.
Don't try to do the realism thing. Take them out of the setting. Make it a beautiful jungle. And then at the same time, because I said I would touch on this later with the big groups of zombies, we did encounter a lot of zombies. But I think the most zombies I ever had on my screen at once, less than 20.
Oh yeah, easily. Oh, with less than
And-
15.
Yeah, less than 15. I want to say 10 to 12. And that struck me as a little strange. What they could have done, you mentioned before, Lilith, is they're like, okay, we need to get serious, we need to get off the island, while still keeping it kind of camp.
Yeah.
We didn't need to do the whole Resident Evil, just throw more zombies at us.
Yeah,
Like
or
we go into the jungle and it turns out there's a fuck ton of them in there. And from then on, there are a lot more, and we get those scenes that, like, I feel like a lot of these skills were kind of made for having to deal with bigger groups and kind of do our team synergy a little bit, and like, it just didn't happen.
Yeah, or even if you don't want to necessarily put us into like high volume combat situations, because let's be real, the game is jank and can't really handle it. And that may have genuinely been a limitation that they were dealing with as the game engine, like struggling with it. Use cutscenes to your advantage. Use cutscenes and set pieces of huge amounts of zombies pounding at barricades to give you the sense of, oh fuck, we need to leave before that fails. Like, if you want to give that sort of sense of serious, you know, we're on a time crunch and not just campy killing zombies, that would be how you would do it, while still maintaining, you know, the stuff that makes the game unique.
And also, if you have the gameplay reflect that we only take, like, in a group, 10 at a time at most, with a big guy, and you have the gameplay reflect that, having us run away from a massive horde suddenly makes sense. Because even gameplay-wise, we can't take a horde that big. So it's all accurate. Yeah, I think that'd do a lot for it.
Yeah, plus as far as just... This game really struggled with its level design after the first act, plus because just everything became corridors. Even in the jungle, you were dealing with artificial corridors.
Yep.
Oh my
Where,
god, the artificial corridors in the jungle.
Whereas in Act 1, well, there were roads and distinctive corridors, there were also cases where you had open areas that use those roads as bottlenecks. Which created a lot of dynamic ways of fighting zombies rather than, oh, let me just throw myself at them because no matter, I don't fight them here or I fight them a little bit further back.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, it just occurred to me, in Act 1, we spent a lot of time bottlenecking zombies. In Act 2 through 4, we spent all the time getting bottlenecked. There was a single point of entry, we opened the door, 10 dudes with guns were waiting for us on the other end.
Yep. Which
me and
again,
Lilith went down.
like, it kind of makes sense when it comes to like human patterns, but this game itself isn't really designed to make that satisfying. It comes off more frustrating than anything.
Yeah, again, this
and
game
also,
needs to
if
drop
I were
notions of realism.
Yeah, and again, I also would probably not have the human enemies.
Yeah, it just
like
takes away from it.
If I were to design like this game myself and like focus on the parts that I feel like worked from this one, I would not have the human enemies in here. Because they like I do think logically the human enemies do work well in this game. However, they don't work well with the way the game mechanics themselves are set up. They they show up when the game is starting to take itself way too seriously for what it is, which adds to the frustration with them, because then they become, emblematic of the problem, rather than just being another enemy type. And frankly, they're just not interesting. Like, I'll be completely honest with you. I was following the plot for while we were doing this, but the actual feeling for, like, when we were fighting them did not feel in any way, across any of the times we were actually fighting against human enemies, it did not feel appropriately set up and led up to. Because if you are going to fight against other humans in a zombie apocalypse, that should be a, capital B, capital D, big deal event. This should, this should be something that is led up to, because humans are naturally going to be harder to deal with. And on top of that, you are killing other survivors. You are actively lowering your own chances of survival as a species against this threat. This should be a big deal thing, especially because of how humans actually work. Because if we're going to go into realism, The way humans actually work is we are a social species. No matter what you may say about, if I were in a zombie apocalypse, I'd be, the one lone wolf, blah, 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 blah. No, the fuck you wouldn't. You would die if you did that. We are a social species. We have survived as long as we have because we form social groups that take care of each other. And that is exactly what we see happen in emergencies, too. You can see it happen all over the fucking world. Anytime a disaster happens, anytime
I just had that happen twice in the past month.
Exactly.
First-hand
anytime
experience, they're right.
Yeah, anytime you see, anything that would affect a community, you see these groups of people form, performing mutual aid. You see people, putting aside their differences to help each other out. I'm not going to touch on the shit going on in South Carolina right now because that's a whole other topic that is being affected by extenuating circumstances. I can rant for a whole ass other hour on that. I'm not going to for the sake of Alu's stream. But
that is a lesson in why mis and disinformation is awful, and a conversation for another time.
Correct. But in general, you see this happen the world over because it is a fundamental part of how humanity functions. So if you are going to have this sort of plot happen in a story like this, it needs to be properly built up and set up. And it is something you have to take seriously. It's not, I don't feel like you can appropriately do it half-assed. And unfortunately, that is actually my problem with a lot of zombie media, is they half-ass the human element of it.
Yeah. If you're gonna include it, do it all the way. Interesting prompt that just popped into my head. How would, and I'm not sure how I'll answer this just yet, but assume you had the chance to rewrite Dead Island Definitive Edition from the ground up. The conditions are, the mechanics have to stay the same. You are only allowed to remove one location. But the story and the narrative do whatever the fuck you want. Because I do know, certain narratives you would have to remove locations, but using as many of the locations and settings that they have provided, you don't have to use them for as long. Maybe they're just there very briefly. And only being able to remove one entirely, what would you guys do narratively with the game?
I'd remove I don't even have to think about it. I'd remove the laboratory.
Yeah, no, I was literally just thinking...
Because the laboratory exemplifies the issues that I have with the plot of this game post Act 1. And the other set pieces can be very easily retooled to work better with what makes the game unique. Even if we're talking about the jungle with the shantytown and everything, assuming we're keeping all of that exactly the same,
I personally think if you're changing narrative, that also means you can change characters since they affect narrative.
But that still means keeping the shantytown. Because that is a distinct location. That's not just changing NPCs.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So if we're still keeping stuff like the jungle with shantytown, that can still be retooled. Because you can still have more interesting NPCs going on there. rather than the super serious plot that it was trying and failing to tell. I would, however, also remove the native folks because, A, they did not handle them appropriately in this game. It is very racist. And 2, if I were the one writing this plot, I would not trust myself to write the native species because I am so white that I glow in the dark and have had very, very limited interaction with native peoples, and especially, like I said, I believe the natives in this game were based off of the Aboriginals. I have had zero contact with that group because I live in the fucking U.S. I would not trust myself to write that, so I just wouldn't. Because if I cannot do that if I cannot do so without, knowing that I am doing so respectably and with careful consideration to the culture being represented, I'm not gonna fucking do it.
Yeah. I think we're almost unanimous on nuke the lab and remove that group from the plot line for the sake of not having a way to write it correctly.
Yeah, like if you were able to actually, if you were familiar with the group in question and you were able to do them justice in the writing, I actually think they could be a fascinating addition to the storyline because how native folks actually would handle something like this is something that is incredibly underexplored in the genre as a whole. But unfortunately, that's also partly because when native folks do show up in this sort of zombie apocalypse sort of thing, they are made, they are treated as savages, and they are basically made to effectively worship the undead. So they're either the cause of it, or, they just make the problem worse, which, given everything we know about native populations, being stewards of the land in the lands that they fucking lived in, would not be a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's racist. It's racist as shit.
They were treated as utterly incompetent from top to bottom. It was such a mess.
Yeah.
Alu, would you make any major plot changes, writing changes, anything like that?
Yes.
Aside from
Emphatically.
I had a feeling we were gonna get. Do tell. I feel like there's some heat behind that.
There are two main paths that one can take within this story. One is by removing the laboratory, the other is by removing the prison. If you remove the laboratory, you keep more of the B-movie plot, and you definitely need to make, I think, the storytelling much more extravagant, much more you need to have you want to probably still have a human rivalry element there that is isolated over petty things to keep the camp of just, they stole my boot, I will not bargain with them.
Yeah,
it was my favorite boot.
Yeah, and they should make it make the city actually look like it's a city in a fucking tourist town. Like, alright, let me fucking tell you, I lived in Orlando, Florida for a decade. In the areas that are touristy, in that area, like when you go to, City Walk, and, for Universal and Downtown Disney, like the areas that are meant to be like city-like, but also specifically touristy, they have a distinct look to them. They are meant to be like this idealized, high shopping sort of thing. The city there should have been the same deal. It should have looked like a tourist destination. It did not.
For an island that, by the game's own admission, was a known hotspot for celebrities.
Because the celebrities aren't just going to stay in the resort; they're going to go into town for shopping. That's part of like what those are. And yeah, I mean, if there was a part of the town that was like clearly, meant for like the residents of the island, aka like the service workers who actually lived and worked there, that would be one thing, and like have two distinct portions of the city. Hell, even have one of your human factions be like the original residents of the island, being like, nah, fuck y'all. Like, that would be an interesting way to do it.
Well, we even had that.
It's not really.
Not very well, though.
Right, exactly.
It
They
literally
did it badly.
It was literally only a case of, they're hoarding things. You get there, they're not really hoarding anything, and then just you come back and they're dead.
Yeah, and also, like, what stood out is that you go there, and like you said, if you had two separate portions of the city, that would make sense. But the city in both sections looked identical.
Yeah, just having one that's a bit more just a destroyed suburbs area, and then one that has a centralized around like a shopping center, would have both enabled the visual fidelity that really made this game special, and also worked with both a narrative of us versus them in a human versus human situation that you could handle in a goofy, just Night of the Living Dead sort of way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, if you're going to take from classic campy zombie works, I mean, it's right there.
Absolutely. See, I think it really just boils down to more camp.
Yeah, because then the main like Act 3 section could kind of go from the camp into some of the more darker areas, probably by first changing the geography a bit, moving the prison island into just a secure prison area that is surrounded by hostile jungle, and they're starting to scavenge things from the jungle area, and they become our main antagonistic faction, which creates that big human versus human moment where you start having more human enemies in a way that makes more structural sense.
Yeah, and honestly, it also would have been more fun to have it be like more petty crimes for like why the prisoners were there. Like they stole from a fucking celebrity, right? And not, it's this hacker Karen who's worked with fucking Al Qaeda. Like, no. What?
Also, Al Qaeda and the Yakuza, really? Of the two groups you're gonna pick, you pick the one. Okay.
Also, you're dropping this entirely at the very, very end.
Yeah, just random lore dumping.
Yeah, and I feel like the whole Yakuza thing was just because somebody on the fucking development team was a weeb. Because look at the fucking katana, tanto, kamabo, like, look at the fucking weapons that we were given.
Also, yeah, you can tell they were a weeb because they got a bunch of those weapons specifically wrong.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you. I'm angry about it. I love the kanabo. You gotta understand, it's like one of my favorite fucking.
I get it.
The other path the story could have taken is going more just full Resident Evil, including just its B-movie inspirations of its classic works. And you remove the prison island and restructure the entire laboratory to be much more clandestine, more tied to a bunker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you just had better writing, that option could, like, definitely
because
be more viable.
then you turn the laboratory into an entire dungeon area rather than a hub.
Yeah.
And you go full Resident Evil with it. It would be a way of actually pulling that off and still going just wacky mad scientist.
Yeah.
Just that could have still worked without actually bringing real world elements into it, and just mad scientists doing mad science got out of hand. We have zombies now.
Yeah. I think personally, nix the lab entirely. Also nix the native people because I don't know how to write that, so I'm not gonna write that. And then the sewers, you only go through the sewers once. Miss me with that back and forth bullshit. You use that level once and you move on. And then you meet the group of people at the church. They tell you about the group of people in the police station. And I think this change also helps the gun specialist a little bit better. Actually let us raid them and have them be supplied. Have them be supplied like the other group says they are. Have that be a story beat where that's where we actually start getting a bit better armed, which better prepares us for the rest, especially if we assume that the jungle is a bit more dangerous in this iteration of the story.
Doubly so, because thinking back on it, I remember I was excited when we first went to the police station of going, I can finally...
even said, hey, that we can raid the armory. Yeah.
I mean, armory wasn't there.
Yeah, it just didn't have one. And they had nothing. It's like, what? And then after we get out, I personally don't even mind leaving the prison the same without moving it. I think the best human-to-human conflict, writing-wise, was the prison. I think as far as not to say it was necessarily great, but of all of the human-to-human conflicts and the way some of these human characters were portrayed, I think the prisoners were done a lot better than the just like random asshole, rich people who didn't even actually have anything. And also I think, because they do have things and they are hoarding it and we do fight them for it and we raid them, that also lets you nix the entire, like, that one whole part of the Jin plot line, which personally I wouldn't mind nixing. I was not a big fan of that one. But then you move on to the prison, and then also nix fucking Ryder's betrayal at the end. Because without the lab, we have no reason for that to happen. Like, we've already been through so much, like, bullshit back and forth and weird hiccup after okay, I guess that won't work, okay, I guess that won't work, which is, like, typical for every zombie media. But nix Ryder's stupid fucking betrayal and Resident Evil bullshit at the end.
And it'd be...
Like, come on, let the prisoners be the thing, and then, get out of there. And
Yeah,
we're done.
Ryder White... One might story worked better with the laboratory as a climax. Of actually if you didn't have the prison island and had it more of just from a bunker where you cannot move from this point because zombies.
Yeah.
It's one thing. You could keep that plot point, probably including some of the betrayal as you get closer. Would have been fine.
Yeah.
But having it be that you go through all of this, you have this... You can tell they were uncertain where they wanted Ryder's storyline to go until the final rendition, where they don't have enough time to go for an editing pass to actually characterize him one way or the other. Because it's okay, is he suspicious or is he helping us? 'Cause he shows both, and not in a way that is consistent with either.
No, not at all.
And you can
also the whole
really
fucking ranting during the boss fight versus how he's behaving in the cutscene directly after. I genuinely wonder either how many rewrites this the plot and this character have had during the course of the game's development, or if it was something that was changed last minute and not everything was able to be brought into the updated canon.
Fair.
Yeah, I definitely think it was a matter of the latter because of two details. One, that last boss fight thing, and two, I noticed this as soon as it happened, but when he reveals his name and then proceeds to be shown in dialogue as the voice for the remainder of the game, even while we're fighting him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think part of me does want to, especially considering this game's era, if there was some executive meddling.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely think that the plot shift was executive meddling.
Yeah, it didn't have time to be adjusted.
Yeah.
Because of the fact of when this came out and what was the popular zombie game at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I almost guarantee that the executives did not trust the campy appeal to this game to have like mass market appeal, which they're fucking wrong, but and just basically went, no, we've got to copy Resident Evil. Resident Evil is popular and makes money. We need to copy Resident Evil.
I wouldn't be shocked given, because as we are all learning firsthand from our various experiences, game dev takes a while.
Yeah.
And I think especially the physics show this before. I think this game started development before Resident Evil released and got so popular. And I think that's why we have, like, what feels the issues with the movement. Like, that was just the product they were working with way back when it started. And then halfway through development, that happens, and executives decide, full change in course. This is what gamers want. We need to capitalize on this. Change everything. And the devs are like, what the fuck do we do?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't go quite back that far, because this game did originally release in, 2011?
Right.
Like, this is a game that released when I graduated high school.
Yeah.
Like, Resident Evil was established and popular.
Yeah.
by quite a number of years at that point.
Yeah, it's 2011 was still a point of we were definitely having the two main zombie influences of Resident Evil and Left 4 Dead, and you can definitely see both of those on display here, and. But also, just this game, I mean, this game's marketing was definitely disjointed.
Yes.
Because that initial trailer that showed, like, the weird zombie kid in reverse, it definitely does not convey any of the tone of this game.
No.
I mean, I don't think you could properly make a trailer that, or advertising campaign that could properly convey the tone of this game, given how harsh the Switch is.
True. But also, dialing back to the complaints with human enemies, I think an important thing that really creates that dissonance with them is the fact that all but one character are specialized in melee weapons.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of them, only one of them has anything resembling access to defensive options, because you cannot gain... there's no room for equipment that can increase your defenses or anything.
No.
As such, it's a case of just when you run into enemies with guns and you do not have the durability to actually go past them or use guns of your own, which if you're not playing Perla will be less effective anyway.
Yeah.
Then it's just a case of... Yeah, it's just...
And even and again, this is probably why I would have gone further into survival tree, you don't get firearm resistance until like halfway through survival.
Mm.
And even then, like, I did not have any firearm resistance. I was getting dropped just as quickly as Lilith was.
Yeah.
It took me more shots to be killed, but remember I have higher threat detection, so I've got more dudes shooting me. So I would jump in, and maybe I'd get lucky and, like, tackle a few of them, and then I'd die.
Yeah, unfortunately, threat detection doesn't mean much when you've run ahead of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, combine that with... it'd be one thing if you had access to... say, Payday's body armor system.
Yeah. Or like a riot shield as potential weapon or anything.
It would also add just a nice, small bit of variance to builds. Do you want high mobility, or do you want durability? Do you want to be able to run in quickly and try to slash them, or do you want to actually be able to survive some shots and get close enough to hit things that you cannot hit otherwise? And having...
Also... Sorry, go ahead.
And having that small variation and finding that balance for your build and your current arsenal would make all the difference in those later game stages for those who are not specializing in guns.
Absolutely. It also would add a little bit more of replayability to it too, because then you'd be incentivized to experiment with other builds. Because, like, I guarantee you, I still would have done the exact same thing even if I had that system available, just because of how I play games. However, that sort of stuff would be really helpful for anybody who doesn't play like a fucking maniac.
Yeah. Basically, the way I played this is like, okay, I played it once. This is how I allocated my points. I realized the mistakes I made when allocating them, because I should have done it this way. I'll play it one more time, allocate them correctly. Okay, I'm done. Because there's not as much to really experiment with. But I think another thing with that, it is, we have this massive weapon wheel by the end of the game. But all of us were down to, like, well, you and me, Lilith, you had your main sword, I had a cannonbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had two weapons that I was going back and forth between.
I was the only one with the weapon wheel.
Right, you were the only one using your weapon wheel, and I think to further build on that thing, give the melee characters some more options, especially for a game that's 90% melee combat. Give us some options that we can equip in the weapon wheel, like a riot shield. Dude, let me as a tank get in, get everyone's attention, and put up a riot shield to let Alu safely breach in, pick off some of the upper level people who would snipe Lilith, and then let Lilith flank, run in, and start taking people out.
Yeah.
So much strategic interest, and just because, you know, more weapon variety, give us some interesting options.
I also think that they may have been building around the fact of people only using a couple of weapons because of how frequently we had repair benches towards the end of the game and how much they were just put directly in our paths. Whereas in the opening segment, we had to go back to base and otherwise go out of our way to access the repair benches. So it made us actually incentivized to use the rest of our wheels.
Yeah.
Whereas because the repair benches were so, plentiful, I felt no need to use the rest of my wheel. I literally only had it there in case they did put us in a situation where I wouldn't have access for a while and needed those weapons as backups.
Yep.
But I was
They
never
were
put in
basically
that situation, which
Yeah.
isn't like I enjoy one-shotting enemies with my 1300 damage katana, but yeah, that could have been handled better too,
Yeah.
based on the systems that they had introduced in the early portion of the game.
For sure.
Yeah. Also, I do wish they had a bit more dynamism to the skill trees themselves, rather than because so many of the skill trees you take are just percentage stat boosts, which definitely make more of an impact with the weapon specialists of Sambi and Sean.
Yeah.
But
I would also say I because you brought up the skill tree, this made me think of this, and sorry for interrupting, but I need to say this before I forget. Along with the dynamism in the skill trees, they also need to make it so that way you have access to more status effects in the skill tree itself. My skill tree only gave me buffs for poison and bleed, neither of which were effects that I used.
Yeah.
I preferred shock. Shock worked better for me because shock meant that the enemy would completely stop, and we would often stop the bigger enemies, so I could just slash them to death real quick. The other ones did not work nearly as effectively. Like, give me access to all of the different status effects in my tree, please.
Yeah.
On top of that, you should not be affected by your own fucking status effects. Should not be getting tased by the zombie that I tase.
Better yet, as the high mobility glass cannon character, instead of giving you damage boost to status effects, give you a damage boost to enemies affected by any status effect.
I don't even need the damage boost.
Capitalized on weakened enemies.
I don't even need the damage boost. I needed a proc buff.
Yeah.
And you know what they gave me? Proc buffs for fucking paralyze and bleed.
Or poison and bleed.
Yeah, poison and bleed. I didn't get one for fucking paralyze.
Oh, it was, I thought it was like you got more damage for those things. It was chance to have them happen.
There was, for bleed, I think they did actually add in additional damage. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, I was not falling behind on damage. I was falling behind on my shit not proccing. I need you to give me the ability to proc my damage buffs more effectively.
Because when it worked beautifully. Either I would stop a big guy in their tracks, and then you would shock him, and then we would all gang up on him. Or you would shock one, I would hit him in the head and knock him down, and then, like, Alu could run up and head stomp him. And we got that beautiful combo, I think, twice ever.
Also, the fact that, I could take on entire hordes by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, just...
But also, I think we could nitpick this game into oblivion, and...
Oh, absolutely.
We have absolutely, I think, said the major points that needed to be said about this game.
Yeah.
Because we have currently berated this game for 30 minutes.
We have.
Longer, actually.
Just about 30
got
minutes.
done
Because
just
we...
shy of, 9.
Because we've been...
I'm rounding, so just about 30 minutes.
But... Yes, so for properly winding down, Lilith.
Yes. I love how Cake's just sending us a smiley face. Like...
Smile.
And just... No, please, go on! But, Lilith, where can the people at home find you?
I mean, you shouted me out, so you can find me there. You can also find me at my Blue Sky account, because I have pretty much abandoned my Twitter account. I'm going to delete all the art I have ever uploaded over there. Because fuck their AI bullshit.
Anyway, though, if you want to see me do the stream thing, I will be streaming tomorrow at 5 p.m. Well, maybe 4 p.m. I might move it a little bit earlier. Either way, we're gonna be doing Scorn. Per what I've heard from Crossbite, I'm going to struggle. It's going to be a time. I blame Alu for this. Alu is the one who recommended it. I love you, darling. However,
Love you too. But also, just given what you asked me to find within your stream library.
I asked for a horror game. You went Scorn, and I went okay.
You know, as for horror game, you can do in about 2 streams. Scorn is perfect.
Yeah. Assuming I can find the shit that I need to find.
I'll do my best to pop in and make sure I can guide you towards it whenever stuck.
My love, you will be streaming at the same time that I stream.
I'm not streaming tomorrow.
Oh, are you not? I
Nope.
thought you were.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, then that would be much helpful. But anyway, if you'd also like to hear more of my opinions on things, find me on Blue Sky, because I can actually talk about my opinions!
Yeah.
Unlike Twitter.
Crazy.
Wild.
Wild. I know. Anyway.
And let's see, have we gone through the required 90 seconds before we can move on to the next promo? Let's find out.
No.
Before I'm allowed to exist. Mandatory 90 seconds until I exist.
Almost. However, yes, we were indeed a bit short. However, Whispers!
Yeah, before you did.
Hello.
Where can people at home find you?
Hello, you can find us both here and YouTube and now newly Blue Sky under We Are Whispers, all the exact same alias. We make, all kinds of stuff everywhere. So those are our 3 major platforms now. YouTube, Blue Sky, Twitch.
And what do you have planned next?
I have a new one on that list. So the past few streams have been saying the same shit every time. This does, of course, conclude our shenaniganery here.
Indeed.
So I do not know when the next time I'll be on Twitch is. However, you can look forward to a few things on YouTube. One, a Shotgun King video, just a brief video essay talking about it and just kind of going over it because it's a wonderful game, but I think more people should know about it. In the more short term, I'm going to be doing some Minecraft Redstone tutorials because I think a lot of the ones, the current ones, are just not well made. Not that like the people making them are like bad. It's just fundamentally flawed because these people. I have a literal background. I have a formal education in education. So I can look at these things and say, hey, this is fundamentally flawed the way you're trying to teach it. So I'm going to try and make some tutorials for people because I like teaching people. And most notably, the one I'm most excited about, I am working on a new game called Soul Engine, S-O-L. And it is going to be a colony sim of sorts, similar to Satisfactory. I know Satisfactory is technically a factory builder, not a colony sim, but perspective-wise, first person, similar to Satisfactory, and the angle is going to be that you are going to have access to a lot of these like biomechanical tech trees, and eventually the goal is to build self-sustaining renewable energy colonies, and it's gonna be it's gonna be really interesting, real delectable, cozy vibes on the surface, with some darker truths to find just beneath. It's gonna be a very fun time.
I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat your game.
You
Nom.
should. Nom. Consume it, along with all other knowledge. I like that I can make these references now.
What do you mean?
I mean, now I know enough to like to make the. Now I have some of the insider intel that I didn't.
That's not even insider intel. I've always been the demon of knowledge, very publicly.
Yeah, but now I know more. I can't say more because that's. I gotta keep some of the hidden stuff hidden, but. But yeah, those are my next major plans.
Excellent. And as for me, we'll return on Monday with a game called Impasto. Which will be a small little first-person indie horror title. As we get into the final stretch of our October chaos.
Woo.
But until then, do I have a place you would like to send the fine folks at home?
Let me see
I
who's live
see
currently.
Haunted and Dr. Paradigm Shift both online. Are the two
Let's
that jump out at me.
Yeah, I would say Paralem or Lamp.
We'll send things over to Para. So,
You too, Cake.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please do give as much of your affection to Para as you can. Please look forward to...
Affection.
I mean, violence can be an affectionate language, depending on the person.
Woo question mark?
Yeet bomb.
So, in the meantime, please do all you can to enjoy the remainder of your evening. And as always, take care and good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.